It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, May 29th, and we are coming to you live. How is everybody doing this morning?
Good.
Stand by for a second. There you go. Okay. It's good to see everybody.
Good to see you, Michael.
I'm a little sleepy.
Yeah.
I'm very sleepy.
You are?
Yeah.
I pulled something in my back.
The day off, and then last night,
It's hard to get back into the groove.
I feel like my mind's not working right properly.
I pulled some in my back, too. What did you do?
I woke up.
Oh, I feel like my right hip is higher than my left hip.
Oh, that might be it. I like my right back strap up near my spine just hurts every time I move.
Oh, you're old. You're getting old, dude.
Yeah.
Every day I get up, I go like this.
Yeah.
When I get out of bed.
Oh, man. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing that.
I felt
Just so you know.
That's just me.
Yeah.
I assess what's in pain this morning when I wake up.
See, it's weird. It's just, I was trying to think, I feel like at 52 years old, I did really good with my teeth. I haven't had my wisdom teeth
That's
taken
your
out.
saving grace.
Well, no, I'm starting there.
Still
I'm
got my
starting
teeth.
there, working my way down. I'm trying to think, my hair I had no control over. My teeth, I did okay. At this point, I don't think there's going to be any major dental surgery. I don't know. But I go to the dentist pretty regularly. I get cleanings. They seem to be like everything's on track. You know what I mean? So I got the teeth going. But then after that, once you get past the chin, everything starts losing it. Yeah.
I'm the only person that makes noises when I get out of bed.
No. I just think I'm so used to them, I don't hear them anymore.
Maybe, yeah. Like my wife has even pointed it out now. She's like, every time you get up, you're just like, oh.
My daughter laughs at me. She laughs at my struggles to kind of get out of the bed, you know?
My knees hurt. My back hurts all the time.
Yeah. Oh, knees are gone.
Yeah.
My knees are killing me.
Yeah.
Oh. It sucks getting old.
It does.
I look at my father-in-law, who's 80-something years old. He looks at me and he goes, let me just tell you, let me give you a piece of advice. It sucks getting old. Don't do it. You have a choice. He says to me, don't ever do it.
Don't do it.
I'm trying not to.
Thanks, I'm cured.
The whole thing, I don't know. It was a good experience for the night.
Yeah.
Just wish we could do these things in the early afternoon.
I got to be honest with you. So I did that. Carmen, by the way, Carmen and Chad were leaving. Hey, come on, get over here and say hello. She's like, we got to go. We're tired.
Well, you listen, on the way home, I looked at the clock. It was 9:55, and I looked at my wife. I go, hey, would you mind walking the dogs? I'm just going to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm getting really nervous now.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I went home and watched the rest of the Mavericks Timberwolves game.
No.
You're
You're
really?
insane.
Yeah.
You have a problem.
Listen,
It's official.
I
You
like
have-
basketball now. I don't know what to tell you.
You like gambling. Not
I didn't put any
basketball.
money on it. Not that much money on it. I didn't win any money on it.
I'm sitting there. I go, man, I'm so tired. I know I'm going to hurt in the morning. I was like, I've been watching basketball every night.
Yeah.
I've been
He's
saying
like
that.
ready to go.
By the way, Timberwolves took one last night, so now it's 3-1.
I don't even know who's playing.
Yeah.
It's the Mavericks and the Timberwolves, and Boston swept whatchamacallit.
Boston's going to win.
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna
Get
be
this.
Boston and the Mavs, but
Do you know there's still hockey going on?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like this is taking forever.
It's not
Wrap it
even
up
the finals
already.
yet.
No, it's crazy.
It's the Stars and Oilers and Rangers and Panthers.
I know. I can't
And
believe the
Panthers are actually the lowest ranked one out of all of them.
Yeah, they're struggling the first two games.
You know what, though? It's goalies win games, man.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. Panthers, Spanish. You must be
Right.
very excited.
I love watching Pavel Bure take it to the house.
I guess
Get
there
a
was a
hot
lot of
rocket.
fights at last night game.
And
That's what I woke up to.
Panthers won last night in overtime.
Oh,
Yeah.
all
Was
right.
Pavel
They tied it
Bure
up.
even playing when you were alive?
Yeah. So the Panthers that I remember from my childhood are Pavel Bure, Niedermeyer. I can't remember the goalie's name, but yeah, it was that whole
Niedermeyer,
little
who
era.
retired and wound up being a dean at Animal House.
But yeah. So my dad will text me when the Panthers are doing well, so that's how I know the next morning. So because he's a huge Panthers fan.
Panther up.
Yeah,
Van Beesbrook? Was Van Beesbrook the goalie?
What's that?
Was
Oh
Van
yeah, Van
Beesbrook the
Beesbrook was the goalie.
goalie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good memory.
I lived down there when the team started, and when Prodigy came on, the Prodigy was like before America Online. God, this is so weird. They used to have this this site for bootleg concerts, and this guy had this bootleg concert that I wanted, and I was like, hey, how much you want for that? And usually they were like $25. They would just dub off a VHS tape and send it to you. And I go, how much you want for that? And the guy goes, I'd rather just trade something for it. And I go, okay. What do you want, a screwdriver? I don't know. What do you know? He's like, you're in Florida? He goes, how about a Panthers yearbook? And I go, I don't go to the games. I had to go to a sports store, find the Panthers yearbook, mail it to this guy. It was only like $12, but I'm like, can I just give you $20?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I like to do things on barter. I'm like, oh, okay.
Mail you a check, man.
What a pain in the ass that guy was.
Yeah.
Although he probably put it in an envelope, sealed it, and it's probably worth $800 now.
Seriously, dude. Yeah.
So
yeah.
who knows?
What was that? 97?
No.
Am I thinking of when the Marlins went to the World
It's
Series? Is that
before
97?
It was way before. It was probably 94,
Oh yeah.
94,
Yeah.
95.
Man.
Because I didn't really start in radio full time until 1996.
I thought Marlins went like 05?
I thought they went early to when they played the Chiefs.
No.
But dude, you could be right. I'm
What are we
probably
talking about? The
wrong.
Marlins?
When the first time they went to the World Series, my parents.
Oh, that
went
was
to
later on.
Yeah?
That was later on in the 90s because I remember my cousins were cheering for the Marlins and they played against the Yankees.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing? They're like, we live in Florida now. I go, yeah, so do I.
Didn't they won in 04 or 05?
Yeah, because I was at the game in New York when they lost, when the Yankees lost Game 6, I think it was. I don't know.
It was 97. Was a World Series when
97,
the Marlins played the Indians.
This is how it went. This is how it went. The Yankees lost to the Marlins. The game was over. The few Marlins fans that were there were cheering, and the Yankees fans turned to each other and said, at least we beat Boston. That's what you heard everybody go, we beat Boston.
Yeah.
We beat
We
Boston.
were both right, Jay. It was 97 and 2003 is the only time the Marlins ever went.
Wait, what was it? Maybe I got confused on the question.
03 they won.
So so in 97 they went and played the Indians but lost. And then in 03 they went back. The Marlins went back and won.
Do you
Those are the
know
only two times.
Wayne Huizenga was the owner of the Marlins then, and Wayne Huizenga had made his money on Blockbuster. He owned Blockbuster Videos, and he was a billionaire, and he owned the Marlins, and I think he owned the Dolphins at the time. He owned both the franchises. And what was the guy's name?
He owned the Panthers.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. What was the guy's name? The radio guy who used to do the voices. That used to do
Phil Hendry.
Phil Hendry, yeah. Phil Hendry's on out of Miami, Miami radio. He's on 610 WIOD at the time. And they cancel the baseball season because of the strike. And he has a guy on the air that is a guy that works for Wayne Huizenga. And as a result, if you are a season ticket holder, they are not doing refunds. But you can opt to do chores at Wayne Huizenga's house. And the people are losing their mind. They'd call up and they'd go, I paid this much money for my season tickets. I want my money back. And the guy goes, unfortunately, that's not an option. But on Tuesdays, we have laundry. And on Wednesdays, we have pool duty. And people are just losing their minds because he would do these voices into the phone. He would talk like he was interviewing somebody into the phone. And it sounded so real that, and he didn't break character. So he really sounded like he was interviewing somebody. So I remember being a kid, and I caught on really quick, and I called in, and I was like, hey, I have my season tickets. And the guy goes, okay. And I go, I'd like to take pool duty. I'd like to take laundry duty. He goes, laundry's only available on Thursdays. I go, I'm free on Thursday. He goes, we got ourselves a deal, son. It was hilarious because I would bet 20% of the people got it. 20% were perplexed. And then the other 60 were like, this is insane. It was great.
Have you ever seen video of Phil Hendry doing that live?
Yes.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You have the phone, and he would talk into the phone as the caller or the person he's interviewing, and then talking to the mic as himself.
And
And you have to turn the volume
and
on
it was
and off.
seamless, yeah.
And he was very good at doing voices because not only could he do voices, he did voices that didn't sound like his
him at all,
real
yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
You know
He
what I mean?
did
Like
ladies.
most people would be like, oh, I'm going to do, hey, I'm from New York. Okay, well, that sounds
Yeah.
like you if you're from New York. He does completely different. He does female voices
Yep.
and everything. Yeah, it was pretty impressive for sure.
He did women's voices that so well that you didn't know what was going on, and he would do like a quiet voice, like he'd be like, hello, Phil. Yeah, he was pretty amazing. And then he called me an asshole on Twitter one time.
Oh, not cool, Phil.
Ruined it. I remember they had a Shula's Steakhouse right where I lived, and he was doing like a happy hour meet and greet thing at Shula's, and it was the first time I ever drove to like meet a radio personality before. I wasn't in radio yet, and I went there and I met him, and he was odd looking because you didn't know what he was going to look like, and he was an old man, an older man at the time, and then I liked him. I liked him all these years, and one day on Twitter he called me an asshole. I don't remember.
What? I mean, just out of the blue, or what happened?
No, I
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe I was feuding with another radio personality,
yeah.
and that other radio personality had poisoned his brain. Things had happened.
Gotcha.
And he just, at the time, he was in a movie, and he had gotten like a national show, and I think he got a little full of himself too. He was like,
Yeah, remember he popped up in This Is 40.
This is 40 at the very end.
He was on Modern Family too.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was on Modern Family because Jay was like a big fan, and his son was doing some law work for him or something, and yeah, he got him to prank Jay, and it was funny.
He played himself?
Yeah, well, he played a radio guy
gotcha.
that
To me, Phil Hendry, legend.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I definitely one of the innovators in this business.
yeah.
Nobody else was doing what he did at the time.
It takes for something that's been around so long for you to come into it and become a legend. You have to have done something that nobody else did before. So yeah, I totally agree with that. He is. Although I don't know if he's still on the air now or what he does.
I don't think so.
I don't understand those guys. Sometimes those guys just disappear.
At one point, he was on 300-400 stations.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then they
Yeah.
just disappear. I don't know what goes on, but do you remember? Did you ever listen to talk radio in Miami?
So the only talk radio that I was allowed to listen to because I was so young was Footy and the Chicks at 6 is what it was called. Yeah.
Bobby and Footy were on together, and then they broke up.
Yeah.
And Footy had to go on with the Chicks, huh?
Yeah.
I had a job where I drove around in Miami all day. I had to jump in and out of places, but I drove around all day, and it had 610 WIOD, which had some nonsense in the morning. I used to listen to Paul Casanova in the morning, but then it had Neil Rogers on midday, which is one of the greatest shows to ever be on. And then it had Rick and Suds in the afternoon. And then it had, I don't know, something in the nighttime. Like, it was just such a great, it was like this, only on a strong AM signal.
It was I can remember the day. It was the first day of 8th grade that my dad finally switched over from Footy and the Chicks at 6 to 94.9 Zeta with Paul and Young Ron.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember that was the first time I ever heard somebody play that crack a beer and pour it sounder, and I was like,
Cage-Weiser.
oh man,
It's a
they're
Cage-Weiser.
drinking beers this early in the morning.
Yep.
Phil Hendry's 71, and he's still doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast, so he's probably making money off it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks
Smart.
like they have a documentary about him too, called Hendry.
Nice.
It says
you
Hendry
doing,
trailer
Hendry?
2024.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Says he's still based out of L.A. I mean, I'm sure he made a ton of money there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, man. You get one of those, he was in LA, and all those LA guys liked him, so they were all trying to stick him in small parts on TV and stuff.
On the trailer, I just clicked on it, and it starts off with Bill Hader talking about him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It says he quit his show in 07 to pursue acting full time. I don't think that
Henry
worked out.
Rollins, Dana Gould, a bunch of different people talking about Phil Hendry.
That's when you really start to believe your own hype.
Yeah.
Either that, or that's always been his passion, and he finally had enough money to quit and go do it.
You probably get offered a couple roles here and there, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this now.
Right,
Yeah.
because he made fans out of some of these executives, so they would like stick him in these little roles,
Smart, I guess.
Interesting. Oh, anyway.
Anyways, I miss South Florida sports.
Go Panthers.
Yeah, so that
Win
guy
it all.
owned the Marlins, the Dolphins, and the Panthers.
Yeah.
How rich are you if
Dude.
you're owning the? I mean, I know back
He
then,
was an
obviously,
early billionaire. He was an early
exactly.
billionaire.
Yeah, because now, I mean,
He was in waste management, was where he made his money, and then he bought Blockbuster.
Right.
And I don't know. I think he actually was in waste management at the time.
So I remember growing up, my dad always made the joke that Huizinga was waste management, but they called them cement boots.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but that was always a good joke. And Chris Shula was Don Shula's like grandkid. He went to St. Thomas Aquinas the same, like for 1 year that I did.
Right.
And it's the only time I've ever eaten at Shula's because I didn't.
Like a party there?
We actually, if I'm being honest, we didn't eat there. They brought food in.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
they brought food to the school. The 1 year I played football, and by played I mean practiced and watched everybody else play.
I I never ate at Shula's. I only
Yeah.
went into the bar that one time to meet Phil Hendry.
Yeah.
And there was a Dave Barry, the writer. Dave Barry used to write for the Miami Herald, and I used to read it. And it was funny, so I bought one of his books, and he was a really funny writer. Then it turned out Dave Barry was going to be at the bookstore next to Shula's, so I went over there to meet him and get my book signed. And keep in mind, I'm like 21 at the time.
Still awesome.
Well, I walked in there, and this is one of my favorite lines that I use all the time. I'm in there talking to Dave Barry. He was on the White House Correspondents' Dinner where he was just eviscerating all the people. This was so long ago. But anyway, while I'm talking to him, some guy walks in and loudly just goes, "There he is. There is my idol." And Dave Barry looks around and he goes, "You need to set your goals a lot higher, sir." And I just thought that was so quick and so funny.
I remember they had the TV show Dave's World where Harry Anderson.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. It's a real weird thing where sometimes people are funny writers and they're not so funny in person.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
or not in person, but like in their like they can't parlay that into an act,
Yeah.
into like a stand-up act.
Not a performer.
Yeah. But he's a very interesting, intelligent, funny writer who I guess is based out of South Florida. So 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. In a short while, Carmen's going to tell us what we have to give away, and we'll play a little Sporcle. It is Wednesday. Galvin has a brand new open letter.
I do.
I have a wad of phlegm in my throat somewhere. So, Joe,
Yes, Mike.
what did you do last night? If you weren't there, what was a family night?
It was Taco Tuesday and family planning for the weekend. 16.
Now, did you
Party.
decide what you're doing in Spanish during that party?
Yeah, I think I'm going with them. I had to get the hell out of there, man.
For reals?
I think so, yeah.
We could go to the condo and have a sleepover.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Oh, boy. You'll have to go fishing Sunday.
You've been pushed out of your own house.
Yeah. I guess
Wow.
so. It's all right.
Get out.
I'll be back.
Is the mother still sleeping on the couch?
Yeah, she's still here.
I have to tell you two things about that. One is that it makes me feel bad that she has to sleep on the couch. But two, it's a very comfortable couch.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't even like to sit on it because I don't want to get off it.
Oh, we got a new couch. We got
What?
a new couch, yeah.
Where's the old couch?
Old couch in the probably somewhere
Backyard?
in the alley. Yeah.
By the
Well,
urine
it's-
mattress.
It's never
Yeah.
over by the urine mattress.
Yeah. What did you get? Oh man.
Yeah.
You got a new
I know,
couch
we got a
now.
new couch.
Oh, you just stepping up.
You don't wait until she's out to get the new
No,
couch.
no,
Yeah.
no, unfortunately.
Farting late night in the new couch.
My God.
All right.
No, you want to know what it is?
Oh, ladies don't fart, Carmen.
You want to know what it's called, Galvin?
Yeah.
So when we bought the condo in Clearwater, we thought maybe for the winter months we would rent it out because we're not really going to go to the beach during the winter. And Soph said, "You need to get a leather couch."
Yeah.
And we're like, "We don't want a leather couch." And she goes, "Yeah, but if you have a cloth couch or whatever
Mm-hmm.
fabric, people have secretions."
Oh. Right, secretions.
And that ruined it forever. Now we're not renting it out because
Oh,
we don't
no.
want secretions on anything.
Yeah,
it's a
why
secretion
the
couch.
Why the word? It's a creation
Like,
couch.
Like
Don't
Poppy
stop
from
it.
Seinfeld.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe,
What?
is your couch leather?
Yeah.
Because the old lady's got
Oh.
secretions.
Oh man.
It's leather.
Well, there are a lot of commercials about it.
Yeah.
Ladies sneezing and laughing and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
You know how it goes.
Stuff leaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might, Joe, did you have to talk with her?
What's the talk?
She has to wear the poise pads. She's going to sleep on the couch.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we all have to wear them in that house. Don't worry.
Listen, that's you just sit her down and go, at your age, it's not personal, it's your age. and the humor in this house, you can't afford to giggle and pee at the same time on my couch. You will destroy the interior.
And I know when Spanish moved into Whore Island, there was a lot of rules.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You
Does
had to sign a
she,
contract.
yeah, does she live
No,
under
we
the
didn't
same
have
Is
rules?
she allowed to masturbate in the house?
No.
That's
no
a
one.
lie.
No one's allowed. No.
Oh.
It's a don't ask, don't tell policy. I don't want to know about it.
Yeah, Spanish had to
Yeah.
go over the rules.
That's right.
What was besides the no masturbating in the house?
I think that was pretty much it.
That was.
Well, it was more than one
Yeah,
rule.
it was more than one rule.
Couldn't touch the AC, right?
Couldn't touch the AC, which
Oh,
that
that's
changed.
not true.
Yeah, at the beginning it was,
Yeah.
but we didn't. In all fairness, we didn't have AC when I moved in there.
It wasn't very good.
What
We
an
had wall
issue.
units, yeah, which was fine. Man, I can't believe I was bringing girls over to the house when there's no.
Did
AC.
you really have no AC?
No,
we had AC,
windy,
but it
yeah.
wasn't very
I remember.
reliable.
Yeah, I remember it
It
sucked.
was before superheating air came over and fixed
Yeah.
everything.
brutal.
Yeah, so I had a
Superheating
wall
air was-
unit, and we had a wall unit in the kitchen, and we'd always just hang out in the kitchen. Yeah. And girls would come over, and then they'd come back, which blew my mind a couple of times.
Oh, what are you trying to say? You're so good that
No,
they're willing to
no,
come back and
Does
they
not
eat.
stay away.
I'm saying that there's so much mental illness in this area that people are coming to a house with no AC.
Takes more than no AC to keep me away.
Right.
Superheat Air was here yesterday, and they had to go into my attic, which I've never been. I don't know.
Oh, I've been up there.
But they had to go upstairs through the closet. That closet is no preparation for anybody to be in it.
Yeah.
There's clothes on the floor. There's all sorts of stuff in there. And they had to climb up in there and go in there. Oh, Jesus. Pain in the ass.
We knew it was going to be a bad one because we saw one guy parked out front, and then as we were leaving, another bigger truck was coming in. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh boy,
Oh,
It's
it's
new
getting
unit
serious."
time.
Yeah,
Mhm,
New
it was
unit
definitely
time.
new
it's
unit
new
time.
unit time. It's Daddy's favorite show.
I had that.
Canceled.
I had junk jockeys here yesterday. I had a lot going on.
Yeah, it was good. We did they get everything out back?
Yeah,
We didn't?
yeah,
Okay, good.
everything's perfect.
All right.
Then Thursday, I got pressure washing coming.
Mhm.
This house is going
Party
to be
ready?
tip top shape.
Yeah. Is your son excited?
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I can't gauge it either. I asked him yesterday. I saw him, and he just went, "Yeah,
Party's not for him. Party's for my wife.
okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense." Yeah,
He just, going to reap the benefits.
Yeah.
But he's been to so many parties in these last couple of weeks. Well, I said to him, and I go, "Where's Joey?" And she goes, "I don't know. I have to check the grid." And I go, "What grid?" And she goes, "It's Tuesday, 3:00. Oh, he's at this guy's party." Oh, okay, that's all they. Yeah, their party's in the middle of the day. Them during the week. It's very confusing.
what a fun time.
Yeah. But anyway, all right, let's get this show rolling this morning. Like I said earlier, it's Wednesday. Galvin has a brand new open letter coming up today in the 8:00 hour. We've got Sporcle. We'll do that next on 102.5 The Bone. Are you eating a cup of noodles? What are you doing over there?
No, it's not a cup of noodles. It's a coffee, and I almost spilt it earlier, so I wanted to go back and make sure because you know how that has like the little area to put your cup on.
Yeah.
When I left it, it moved, so I was terrified that it was going to spill all over the garage.
Is that a metal cup?
It's like one of those. I think it's aluminum. Yeah,
I like that.
it's not bad. It's not bad. Keeps it hot, but it burns my hands.
I was going to say, do you know what's going on for Saturday? Do you want to talk about that yet?
What do you? Oh,
Where
for
you
my
gonna be?
thing? Yes, I do. I do know. I'm going to be at Sticks from
Sticks.
9 to 11 this Saturday p.m. That is 9 to 11 p.m.
Yeah, for the UFC.
That's right. Giving away all kinds of prizes. So if you want to come out and hang out, I would love to see you guys out there.
And
Not
you
you
can
guys
scan the
specifically.
QR code.
That's right. That's
and
right.
You could register to win a trip to see Conor McGregor fight in Las Vegas, courtesy of the folks at Bud Light.
Mhm. I'm very excited. I love going to these events.
That is Sticks Billiards over in Oldmar.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Well,
also
you-
it's owned by the old drummer from Happy Days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sticks.
Heck yeah.
Tommy Shaw is part of it too.
Yeah.
Carmen,
Yes,
how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
What do we have to give away today?
We have a bunch of stuff. So we have tickets for Tyler Childers.
Who is that exactly?
Country guy, I believe.
Country.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure it is.
Yep.
But do you know who he is? Like, I mean, do you know his
No,
music?
I have no idea. Carmen, do you know any?
I do not.
Okay.
Maybe if you played some, but
I know
mean,
we've
no.
used them for Redneck Bingo before.
Right.
Okay.
We have tickets for Journey, who's going to be over in Orlando.
Which I find much better in the later days at Camping World Stadium than it was in the early days.
Slash,
Okay.
30 Seconds to Mars, Imagine Dragons, and the Marley Brothers.
Did I tell you that my daughter went to Imagine School? That was
No.
the name of her school. She doesn't go there anymore, so don't try to kidnap her. It was Imagine, and their name of the mascot was the Dragons.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
they're the
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons.
Was it after Imagine Dragons?
I don't think so, because she went
Just
there.
happened
Joey
that
went
way?
to the same school when he was young, and he was before Imagine Dragons.
I wonder if Imagine Dragons, maybe somebody went to school there and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that's a cool shirt. I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, did you see who died?
Uh-oh.
Already died. The Godfather.
Yeah.
producer.
Oh, yeah. 94. That's
He
pretty
probably
good.
was probably Robert De Niro that killed him.
Oh, boy.
That's great.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
It's just the worst.
I watched that probably a dozen times yesterday.
I watched it
From
live when it happened,
Oh.
and it was I was just blown away.
the clips from people from their own phones, like were there, are even better.
Listen, I like De Niro. I like a lot of celebrities. I like a lot of movies. But if I have the opportunity to get one to make him lose his mind, I would have had De Niro in a tizzy. I would have made him go crazy.
Seems pretty easy to do. Too.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's very, very easy. All right, we got that stuff to give away. Let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Galvin, let's do it a little different today. What line are you playing for?
Line 4, please.
All right. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Tiffany.
Tiffany, Galvin's playing for you. Please hold. Spanish?
Line 3, please.
Good morning. Who's this?
Helen. Helen.
Hi, Helen.
Hi.
You sound
How
like
you
Helen.
doing?
Hold on. Spanish is playing for you. Gio?
Line 12.
Good morning. Who is this?
Good morning. This is Kelly.
Hi,
Can
Kelly.
I just point you out? No ladies will listen. No ladies will listen.
yeah.
Suck it,
It's
shark.
all guys.
Farts and stuff.
Yeah,
Bro culture.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on, Pumpkin. Gio is playing for you.
I'm very sorry, Kelly.
You squeaked out a win recently. Good morning. Who's this?
Sean.
Sean, I'm playing for you, sir. Please hold on.
You have the only
I was
guy.
hoping to play for a guy.
Yeah.
Felt like a guy, a little gay today.
Dude station.
Yeah, bro.
3 women, 1 guy. All right, Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today, we are going to be playing C vocabulary. Can you name these words that start with the letter C?
All right.
See?
From the
Can you
definition.
turn yourself up a
Yeah,
little
you're
bit?
a little low. You're a little low.
Okay, that is as far as I can go.
All right. Well, then maybe project your voice.
Oh.
Just kidding. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding. You sound good.
Spanish.
You sound good.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh my God. All right, C vocabulary. Your first one. An ornamental head covering often made of precious
Cap.
metals
Oh, damn it.
and
Crown.
jewels.
Oh.
Spanish. A geometric shape
Cube.
formed by 2 short intersecting lines.
Cross.
Also, Geo. An insect relating to grasshoppers. Mike. A soft white organic substance.
Cotton.
Mike. A long passageway, usually
Canal.
with multiple doors that lead into
Corridor.
different rooms. Mike. A sticky, fine-grained earth, typically yellow. Spanish. A device for measuring time,
Clock.
indicating clock is correct. Geo.
Geo.
I mean, I would have said me.
Pep.
Yes, Gio.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay.
He didn't know.
I did. Yes, I did.
Just woke up.
Easy.
Just woke up.
All right.
All right, C vocabulary. Your next one, a visibly white or gray mass of condensed water vapor floating in the atmosphere.
Cloud.
Oh.
Spanish. A hot drink made.
Coffee.
Coffee is correct. Pap.
I heard Spanish.
Spanish gets the point. Also, Pap. We're halfway there.
Galvin is not on the board. Gio has 2 points. Michael has 3, and Spanish is your leader right now. He's winning with 4.
Harumph.
All right.
All right, we are playing C vocabulary. Your next one, a punctuation mark.
Comma.
Spanish. A device used to determine
Compass.
geographic. Yep.
You son of a bitch.
I couldn't get it out. Geo. A musical performance given in
Choir.
public.
Concert.
Concert. Spanish.
You son of a bitch.
A formal meeting for discussion.
Conference.
Spanish.
Just running away with it.
To think carefully about something
Contemplate.
before making a decision.
Concentrate.
Consider.
Consider.
You said that before.
Yeah,
I did say it before.
I
She didn't
didn't-
hear me.
I did not hear him with you guys all screaming other words.
Point Spanish.
A building used for public Christian worship.
Church.
Yes, Pap.
Gio.
Gio gets the point. A food item made from roasted and ground cacao seeds.
Chocolate.
Gio. A vertical channel that allows
Canal.
smoke To rise
Chimney.
up.
Chimney.
Yes.
Did you finish your sentence, Gio?
My
Did you, or
sentence.
your word?
I just need a
I
word.
said chimney.
Okay. Gio gets the point.
Gio gets the point.
It was Gio, and then Galvin went, and then I went. We basically sang the song Chimney, Chimney,
Chim. Oh, Charu? I thought it was Charu.
Chiri,
Chiri?
Yeah.
then Chiru.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not finish my sentence, Joe. To answer your question.
No point.
Gio
kidding,
gets
I'm
the point. Your next one. A farm bird kept for its
Chicken.
eggs. Yes. Pap. I don't know who's
That's
answering.
me, Gio.
Gio. Okay, yeah, I can't.
She's so not used to hearing your
I know.
voice.
I know. I can't tell who it is.
I know.
It's difficult.
Who is this?
It's unusual.
You hear
For
a whistle?
anything from him, I understand,
Yeah.
Carmen.
Next, a strategic board game in
Chess.
which Gio. I know that one. A small domesticated carnivorous Spanish. A covering made from thick woven fabric for floors and
Carpet.
staircases. Gio and Pap. We're on the
Oof.
3.
Oof.
Galvin not on the board. Michael with 3 points. Gio and Spanish are both tied with 9.
Is that what you have?
Yeah, I have 9.
Here I come.
All right. C, vocabulary. Last 3. Here we go. A wheeled motor vehicle.
Car.
Spanish.
I didn't even hear Spanish.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all I heard.
I did.
Pap.
Yeah, I heard him.
All right. Thank you.
I heard Mike.
Doesn't matter.
Well, you're not the judge.
Yeah,
All right.
Spanish gets the point. Your next one. 2 left. A chart showing the day's week.
Calendar.
Gio. We're on the last one.
Here
We're
we
tied
go.
up.
I
These
got
two.
this.
Here we go.
Spanish and Gio are tied, which means Mike and Galvin are out.
Wow.
I got it.
What a
I don't
weird
think
turn
this
of
is-
it.
Wow.
What upside
Ever
down are we
happened?
living in?
What is
I
happening?
don't like
Galvin has no points.
No points.
All right.
only has 3. Just so everybody knows. You're out too.
I feel like we're getting punked somehow.
Yeah, right?
Something's not.
We're gonna get pies to the face
Galvin is
after this?
0. We're tied. They're out. This is not right.
And I had a streak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something. This is not. The fix is in.
All right,
I'm
last
distracting.
one. C vocabulary, Spanish and Geo. Here we go. A vegetable with green
Carrot.
leaves forming a compact edible head.
Cauliflower.
You idiot.
You idiot.
Gavin.
Oh, get out of
You idiot.
3 points,
You had the
0
chance.
points.
Yeah.
Get out of
Yeah.
here.
What a loser.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Dummy.
Yeah, you said Karen.
Yeah, before she said
Yeah.
the green part.
Well,
All right, we have to go to the extra one.
All right, we're all back in.
Nope,
Yeah.
this is still
These are all
just
worth
between
14.
Spanish and Geo. Last one, C vocabulary. A large town, New York, for example.
City.
Oh. Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
That's got to hurt, Gio.
Yeah.
No,
The
don't.
easy ones hurt.
so close.
Your final score: Galvin not on the board. Michael with 3. Gio with 10 points. And Spanish is your triumphant champion today. He won with 11.
I can't believe 10 points did not win.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What are the year totals?
The year totals, Gio's in 4th place with 5 wins for the year. I am in 3rd place with 11 wins for the year. Galvin is in 2nd place with 29 wins for the year. And Michael, you are in the lead with 52 wins for the year.
So I almost double Galvin. Galvin almost double you.
Yeah, Galvin did double me.
Oh yeah, he did double you. He has 29.
Yeah.
Wow.
I broke my pencil.
W.
He's so strong.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
game, everybody.
Good game.
Good game.
Very surprising. Who did you play for?
I played for line 3.
All right, line 3. Whoever you were. Lady.
Sorry, Kelly. I told you.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
The one dude we had.
You came close.
Um,
Yeah, that was good. My heart's racing.
Is it?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
gave Spanish a free one.
Nah,
did
It was
not.
definitely Galvin.
no way.
Yeah.
No.
Which
You
one?
said Mike originally, so.
No, the one before
way
that.
Nah, Z, you're
Okay.
crazy. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm a victor.
It was Galvin.
I'm the
Vix is in.
champion.
The family.
champion.
Taking
Yeah.
care of family.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
Right.
the way you're like, listen, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's
Every
If
day on
you-
the drive here.
If
If
it's
you
close.
take grandma's poise pads out to the dumpster,
All right.
make sure
I'll give
get
you a
points.
win.
Hell yeah.
I'll
It's
give
a,
you a couple extra points.
It's a good deal, Joe. Don't let him stop it.
No secretions.
Yeah, no
secretions.
secretions. Not this year.
Galvin definitely had one.
Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, here we go again. What is exercise and raging bull? Raging stupid bull.
All right, Galvin Nation News. We'll take a quick break, come back and dive right into it next on 102.5 The Bone. Hey, Carmen.
Yes.
Now, yesterday we tried to call the guy who keeps leaving me voicemails about having to get money somewhere.
Right.
From what I understand, he called you.
Oh,
Yes.
Whoa.
Well, so I don't know how this works because I got an email
Right.
voicemail.
Right.
Like he
That's-
didn't call my cell phone.
No, so what happens is they call your work phone and then it translates it and sends it over to your email.
I have a work phone?
Well,
They
yeah.
never told me about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got a voicemail from him. And I still cannot understand what he's saying at all.
Can you play it?
Yeah, of course.
All right, go
You
ahead.
want to listen?
Yeah.
Hey, Carmen, thanks for calling. This is Fargo. Just give me a call again. I was just coming over there to stop by, see what's going on with my situation. I emailed Cox, but no response or no phone call or nothing. I don't know. It's like a little situation going on there. All right, just that's it, basically. I'll be in touch, or just call me back, please. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. That was actually very clear.
yeah, I understood
It's-
everything.
Well,
now,
what's his name again?
somebody-
Farva?
Farva.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just making.
it is. There could be more than one Farva.
Somebody pointed out to me yesterday that maybe he was a bonus winner.
Yeah, that person.
That's
was
what I
Carmen.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah. And well, I'm saying after the show, I was thinking about it and I was like, but I don't know. Would you have his number?
100%. That's what it is.
Well, let's
that's,
find out.
That's why he's doing the Cox thing. I don't think you owe him money.
No.
And I don't think he wants you to retrieve money for him. I think he knows that you hire and fire people, so he's going right to the top.
Yeah.
So do you think he won? And I would imagine it takes 30 days to get your money.
Not only do I think he didn't win, I think he's probably confused. He probably just thought, I called and yelled the word or whatever,
Yeah.
which you're not supposed to do. You're
I
supposed to
won.
text it. You do it through the app and everything. And he probably just thinks that he won. I don't know. Maybe they called him, but they.
Do you have his number, Carmen?
Yes, I
Call
saw
him
it.
up, bro.
Okay, I gotcha.
You guys heard Farva. I thought he said Barbara.
I heard Farva.
Hey, this is Barbara. What's going on, guys?
Farva. That's your friend, Farva.
Yeah. Thank
Is
God.
it his
it's not.
dad?
No, his dad. No.
Is there
No,
a
he's-
Farva senior?
Yeah.
His
no.
dad is, what's his name?
Yeah.
What was that guy's name?
I don't know.
The guy
from
we
the
told him
movie?
was his father.
Weird guy.
Oh my God.
Glendale.
Glendale. There you go.
Oh, man.
What
So
happened, Carmen?
No ringing. It goes straight to that voicemail. See, it's on this guy for sure.
And they said they were about
Hello? Hello? You son of a bitch.
What was that?
Called on hold and then just hangs up.
Not cool.
Not cool at all.
Not cool, man.
Not cool at all.
I got nervous.
That's what you get.
Well, I thought maybe it might have been related to the situation.
He was like, "You have my money finally."
I don't understand. This day is so confusing.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. I want to remind you that Father's Day is coming up. So if you have a father in your life or if you know a father or anything like that, Sunday, June 16th is Father's Day, which of course is a nice thing. You don't want to get him a macaroni thing or the tie or something like that. Get him some nice shoes. And if you don't know what the shoe size or anything like that, you can always get a gift card right there at Pelt Shoes. They have every style, every brand. They have all different shoes for whatever you're looking for. Athletic shoes, boating shoes, sandals, work boots, dress shoes. They've got them all right there at Pelt's in stock, ready to go. And of course, Pelt's has locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. So stop into a Pelt's today and make sure you tell them Galvin sent you. Get some shoes. Put some shoes on your feet.
My stomach just went like this.
Oh no!
Did it go like that or did it go like this? I'm ready.
What was that?
He said it's ready for a McGriddle.
Oh no! I wasn't hungry. It was a.
You got the bubble guts.
Oh, I know. Did you eat a Celtic combo last night?
I did not.
You should just get a pack of combos and write Celta on it. I like the pizza ones. Here we go again. Ohio billionaire and real estate investor Larry Connor is planning to take a deep sea submersible to the Titanic to prove the industry is safer after last June's implosion in Ocean Gate sub that killed 5. Connor said he and Patrick Leahy, co-founder of Trenton Submarines, will both plunge more than 12,400 feet or roughly 2.3 miles to the same shipwreck site in a $20 million luxury 2-person submersible, saying, quote, I want to show people worldwide that while the ocean is extremely powerful, it can be wonderful and enjoyable and really kind of life-changing if you go about it the right way. That's what he said to the Wall Street Journal.
Can I just let's talk about this for a second?
Okay.
Say it's 100% safe. Say they said to you, "There's no chance of anything going wrong," and that's a fact. You know
Right,
for
yeah,
sure.
okay.
I have no interest in going.
No
I would be
interest.
fine watching his video of going down there because I'm interested to see what's below and all that. But I don't want to. I mean, it would be pretty amazing to be underwater and looking at the Titanic because of the historical value, but. I don't want to do that.
I think this is the billionaire's way. This is their escape plan. To like to get out of the country.
Really deep in the ocean and implode. That's the escape plan.
No, not to implode. They're alive. They're someplace else. This is their way to get out of
story.
whatever situation that they're in. If there's a legal thing coming, or they don't want to get a divorce and pay their wife half their money, this is their
You don't
escape
think
plan.
after the third time they're going to go, wait a second, these billionaires keep disappearing right when they owed somebody money?
But I'm just saying, prove it. Where'd they go? They imploded. Boom. What a better story. You know what I mean? You can't go down there and double check.
Did they retrieve the bodies? Do we know?
I don't
Did they
know.
have any kind of?
Can't go down there.
Well,
Can't
no,
go
I know, but I'm saying, did they have any kind of, thing to retrieve?
I feel like parts of the submarine came up. And
Part.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay,
they
wow.
recovered that, but that was it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listen to Negative Nelly over here.
I'm just saying, a couple pieces of the submarine just happened to float to the top. Yeah, gotcha. I'm just saying, it's possible.
You said the billionaires are going to be on this?
Yeah. Ohio billionaire and real estate investor Larry Connor, he said that he and Patrick Leahy, who is the co-founder of Trenton Submarines, will both plunge down there. Yeah.
But to prove that it's safe, what about the last one?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that one wasn't safe. Remember, they said that there
was a bunch of stuff wrong with it.
No, but
Don't think about
they
that
told them that wasn't safe enough, and they went ahead and did it anyways.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was unaware of that.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the details.
It's a glitch.
Yeah,
All I
but
know is-
also, if the one billionaire goes down there and the 5 of them all die and stuff, and then you go to prove how safe it is, and you die, you're just the joke.
No,
But again,
couple
I
of
don't think
things.
they're dying.
Yeah,
I
they'll
think-
be fine.
A couple of things. Elon Musk wanted to prove that his car was bulletproof and the window broke. There's things that go wrong.
Oh, I love my favorite thing is the cars that'll stop automatically, or the door won't shut on your hand, and they do. Did
Did you see the video of the little kid doll? Like they have
Just
like the
getting
man
smashed?
Dude,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be it's like a test that they're doing with Tesla, and they're like, oh, the self-driving feature can
They'll stop.
on
They'll
a
stop
dime.
as soon as they see the little kid. It'll stop.
And it plows into this little kid mannequin, and the legs go flying.
The head breaks in half and stuff. Yeah, it's like
so funny, man.
Remember they had the shopping carts that would sense a car and wouldn't go towards it, and the guy pushes it and it just jams right to the side of it. He's like, oh. Yeah,
I love that
I
stuff.
watched not too long ago the guy who invented bulletproof glass.
Yeah, I see that. I saw that.
Did you see how he tested
When he
it?
sat in the driver's seat.
No, with his wife holding it like this in front of her face, and he shoots it with a handgun.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this was like way back in the day too.
Yeah,
It
he was
was
hoping
wild.
it didn't work.
Yeah,
Oh no,
all day.
they have the guy who does the bulletproof cars, and he sits in the car, and then they shoot
That's
a
wild.
bullet at him from across the room.
Yeah, it's
That's and he just sits there very confidently.
Have you seen the bomb tests where
No.
they do with like for presidents and like sultans that have the bombs,
Right.
the bomb cars? Dude, they'll just blow it up from the bottom.
Yeah.
And the car, I mean, these cars, I imagine it looks like 30 feet, but it can't be more than 10 feet. And they slam back down, and then they go and show underneath is pristine. None of the windows have cracked. The tires are all fine. It blows my mind that they can do
broke
that.
your neck on the roof of the car. Yeah.
Totally,
they were showing. I remember watching the thing a long time ago where it was a guy who, billionaire guy who had his car and had all these different things on it, where it had flamethrowers underneath.
Yeah.
It had swords that came out
I
of the
saw that.
front.
That was
Yeah,
crazy,
I mean,
yeah.
it was just all kind of crazy stuff. It was like, I guess you're
I
going to
was
be
happy.
attacked.
I was happy with the train horn. On my car.
Yeah, that's about it. Robert De Niro joined the Biden campaign for a press conference outside the courthouse where Donald Trump's criminal hush money trial is underway. De Niro was praising the heroism of former police officers. Is this right? Harry Dunn?
Yeah.
Isn't Harry Dunn from Dumb and Dumber?
I thought so.
Isn't that right? Isn't that Jeff Daniels?
Oh,
I don't remember.
Or no, yeah. No, is it Jim Carrey that's Harry Dunn?
I
Yeah,
can't
he
remember.
is. Yeah, Harry. Come on, Harry. Yeah.
Lloyd.
Yeah. Oh no, he was Lloyd Christmas. Harry Dunn was Jeff Daniels, right?
I think
look it up.
so.
See if you can look it up. And the other police officer for their actions on January 6th when a bystander interrupted him, calling the men traitors. Robert De Niro referred to Donald Trump as a loser and a clown outside the Manhattan courtroom where the former president is attending his criminal trial. We have just a little bit of a clip here.
There's a
right,
couple
by
of
the
things
way.
before you play the clip. What is Harry
Jeff
Dunn?
Daniels is Harry Dunn.
Harry Dunn, right?
That's so funny. So they didn't have the entire time this is going on, the Bidens have not commented on it. They haven't done anything about it. They haven't politicized this. And now all of a sudden they choose to do it with Robert De Niro. And Robert De Niro just voiced a political campaign for them. So he is 100% on their team and he is doing this. So he felt, does he think he's the king of New York? Because he's like,
Yes.
this is my city.
Yeah.
It's not your city. You share that city with 4 million other people. And some of them are way more successful than you. Some of them are way less successful than you, but you all share the city. He really feels like he's got some sort of vested interest in the city, like like a piece of it is his.
Well, I think that he thinks that because he's a lunatic, but also doesn't he own a big chunk? Doesn't he own
He owns a lot of stuff in
Tribeca or whatever?
Tribeca, yeah. But he has restaurants and buildings. But I mean, it's not his city.
Oh, I know,
Donald
but
Trump
you know
also
how-
owns a lot of real estate in New York too.
You know how people are.
I know, but what I want to know is who is the guy with the neck tattoos and the face tattoos behind him? You see that guy?
I don't
There's
think I
just
saw
one
him.
random guy with tattoos on his neck and his arms and his hands, and nobody says a word about him.
So this is just one of the clips. There's a bunch of different stuff, and obviously, like Gio was saying earlier, there's people with their cell phones yelling stuff at him and doing all kind of things.
It
But
looks like it was filmed for a movie.
Yeah.
this here, see if you catch what Robert De Niro says. It's a little bit of a slip up, I think. Take a listen to this. Here we go.
But this city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns. We have them all over the city. People who do crazy things in the street, we tolerate it. It's part of the city. It's part of the culture. But not a person like Trump who will eventually run the country. That does not work, and we all know that. Anyway, we make room for clowns, to each his own. But no one takes him or took him really seriously. They take him seriously now, of course.
So he said, I don't know whether he was talking like from the past, whatever, who eventually will run the country. Like saying that he knows he's going to be president again.
No. I think
He's talking about
before,
when he,
So during this thing, a car horn started going off like a car alarm, and it went off during the rest of his speech. The entire time I was there, and my friend Sal had us all believing it was him that did it. He was texting us. He goes, "I'm in the car. I'm right by De Niro. You can hear my horn." We're like, "Is that really you?" This was nothing more than a angry old elderly man who was bitching about people on his lawn yesterday.
And he was bitching back and forth with people, and the one guy, "You're a mook. Your movies suck."
Yeah.
And he's like all angry, and he's ruining his legacy, is what he's doing. Because listen, everybody has the right to say whatever they want to say. You have the right to do it and stuff, but just because you have the right doesn't mean you should. And now instead of thinking De Niro is, oh my God, from Godfather 2 and
I'm going to go down there and give them a piece of my mind. Is what you got yesterday.
Because he's been really vocal against Trump for a while now.
Sure.
If you don't like Trump, you're loving this.
Robert De Niro is a super liberal. He always has been. His father was gay. He was an artist. He's always just been in that community. So of course he's automatically going to hate Trump. I feel like this is where I get suckered into this. Me talking about what a lunatic De Niro now makes people go, well, that's because you're a crazy Trump guy. I don't care about you. I think Trump's nuts too. But the thing is with De Niro yesterday, it's exactly what Galvin said. He's ruining his legacy. He's not. If you are willing to risk your legacy to help, that's one thing. But he's not. He's not helping. He's turning people off. If you're a diehard Biden fan, you didn't look at that yesterday and go, that's right, De Niro really, what he did yesterday was really strong. But he didn't. He just went out there and made a fool out of himself in a situation where he did not belong there. And I think the whole thing just backfired yesterday. You can't put somebody old, bumbling, stumbling guy out there and expect them to look good.
Well, and the thing about the LGBTQ, I don't know if you've seen this video floating around. It's a side-by-side, and it's of Trump with Oprah saying, I don't care if you're gay. I'm not gay. Be happy. Be this and that. And then the next clip is Biden saying, I don't condone this. I'll never pass the law. Gays will never get married. And Obama support the same thing. Gays will never be able to get married.
Yeah.
But then everyone's like, well, Trump hates gays.
Trump has never.
That's not the
Trump
case.
has never done anything to make you think. He's always maintained he didn't care. He always said he was like, what do I care? Be happy. I think that's probably what how a majority of the people feel. I don't know what they thought was going to come out of yesterday's appearance. I don't even know if this was like Biden sanctioned or if he just felt like, now's my time. Now I'm going to go down there.
That's what the Democrats do, though. They love the fact that Hollywood is, for the most part, on their side. They look for the star power to get
that's
views
not
and
star
clicks.
power anymore.
De Niro's not star power?
Not like that.
He's A-list
he's a
of the
name.
A-list.
Sure.
They're trying to get the young vote.
Yeah.
De Niro's not getting you the young vote.
Right. You send Zendaya down there, that's one thing.
But if you're thinking Hollywood, who's bigger than De Niro?
Yeah, but the thing is that look at it now. Did it do anything for anyone?
No, none of it does.
Yeah.
All these Hollywood actors that come out and say, and support politics, nobody cares.
Well, they tried to use Taylor Swift for a while.
They did. They did
And
use her.
They did, but that's what I just said. But she's separated herself from that in recent
Smart.
times.
A couple things. One is, reasonable people don't care, but there are dumb people, not necessarily De Niro, but if you had a Taylor Swift or if you had Zendaya, there are people that would be like, well, that's who I'm voting for then, because I love them. They told me to vote for that person.
To me, those people were never going to vote for Trump anyways. So it's like
Right.
they're so far over on that side that it doesn't even matter.
But they may not have been voting at all, and now it's a vote for whoever they want them to vote for. The other thing, Carmen, is don't go looking at old Biden clips. Listen, everybody's entitled to change their mind.
Yeah.
And everybody's entitled to change their mind and change their opinion and stuff. And he's been in politics for so long that there's a lot of stuff that he may actually be on the other side of now. But wow, there's a lot of stuff about black people and about gays and about all kind of stuff that you're like, ew. And it's not like it's not like it was 1940 or something, whatever. It was 80s, 90s,
And just a couple years ago, you're not black if you don't vote for me.
I know.
What? Like that didn't age well at all.
What about when Al Gore said he invented the internet?
I love that.
But they got it on tape. So even if he didn't mean it, he said it, it's too late. It's already on tape.
Well, how many times has Biden said that he was valedictorian and he was this and he was the top of his class, and they're like, he was actually in the lower this.
Yeah.
And,
I fought in World War II.
I think Biden just really believes that. I don't think he's a liar. I think he really believes this.
I still haven't met Corn Pop.
I think because, here's the thing: if I get really popular and I start going, well, I must have been popular. I must have been the best of my class. You just start thinking all that. You start getting deranged.
Everybody's kissing your ass for decades.
But also, he didn't grow up in the social media era.
Right,
So
where you can
he's
check
not,
all that stuff.
I don't think he's thinking like, oh, when I say this, they can check it. He's still in that era of, I can just say whatever I want, and they're going to have to go to the public library.
And they just
to
believe
figure it out.
me.
Yeah.
A lot of these old ass politicians, including Trump, I think live their lives like that.
I agree.
They're not used to the fact that they can be fact fact check instantly on any dumb thing that they say.
And the news cycle, there's so much going on.
100%.
You know, this happens and you go, fact check it to see whatever. And they're like, oh, he was lying. And then they're like, oh, this guy's going in a submarine. And you're like, I don't know, whatever happened with that.
That guy going in the submarine.
Yeah.
I mean, we're rooting against him now.
Oh,
100%.
Everybody wants to see that implode.
Did you see the demonstration video of where they show the submarine in there and it just goes, sucks in?
Yeah.
That is so scary to think. I mean, there's no coming out of that whatsoever.
The scariest thing to think about that is it sucks in and you don't die. You get pressed in, and you're still alive for another hour going like this. Trying to do little baby breaths as your sides are pushed in by metal and stuff. Yeah. Joe, the saga continues with Graceland. So Graceland was up for auction, and we were like, what's going on? And the granddaughter was trying to get in. They said that Lisa Marie Presley had a loan out, and so then they were going to auction to pay for the loan. Now, the anonymous leader, the anonymous group, whatever, they say that they claim to be behind the attempt to auction off Graceland.
Because they don't like Scientology and Lisa Marie and all that?
I guess. That's what they're saying, so who knows?
That's so easy to do. Come on, just say...
yeah, we did it.
We did it.
Yeah, that was us.
Smart.
Celtic Cruise 18 coming up. Make sure you call Accent on Travel. No reason to say that except for this. A passenger has died after jumping from the world's largest cruise ship on the first night of his week-long voyage. Oh, what are you jumping off the thing for? The unidentified man jumped from Royal Caribbean's new 1,200-foot-long Icon of the Seas, which holds 7,600 passengers and 2,350 crew members. Soon after it left Florida for Honduras on Sunday morning, the cruise ship deployed one of their rescue boats, located the man, brought him on back on board. He was pronounced deceased.
Oh. Yeah, you don't hear any stories of guys who jump off the ship and then just swam back on.
Yeah, that was the big ass ship that was parked next to ours.
Right, that huge one.
Coco K, yeah.
That's the Royal Caribbean's
massive
it's
ship.
Huge.
Of the seas, yeah. What are you thinking? Like, are you jumping like the one younger kid jumped off on purpose because he was like, hey, look at me, I'm crazy, jumping off. Did this guy jump off on purpose? Did he fall? How are you falling? We've been on 17 cruises, and I don't want to jinx anybody, but, none of us have fallen off. Even old man over here.
Yep. They say if you fall off while the boat's moving, it would take so long for them to turn the boat around that they'd never find you. Yeah.
Now, is there a payout for the family? Like, I'm thinking, if someone was going to commit suicide and
following the money.
If someone wanted to get their family some money,
that one family is suing one of the cruise lines. Because remember, the kid jumped right in front of his father, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, watch this!" And he was and they were trying to blame that he was overserved and he was drunk, and that's why he killed himself.
I would have to imagine whenever you buy the ticket that there's all kind of stuff on there that says, "Smell you later."
And Carmen, most insurance policies are void for suicide.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if Gio was saying that if you're overserved or something, and the family sues the.
Right.
If you make it, if you're committing suicide, but you make it look like an accident.
Yeah, but they'll find out. It's hard to get away with stuff. It seems like it's hard to get away with stuff. I don't know. There may be a lot of people getting away with stuff, and we're like, really?
I was like, not true. Statistics says you have a 50
murders. Yeah,
you have a 50-50 chance of getting away with murder in the United States.
Yeah, and I think they only catch like a third of all bank robbers, and there's a bunch of different stuff.
Let's go commit crimes.
Yeah.
Wait,
you do it like Law and Order. They solve it within an hour, man.
Yeah.
They figure it out. In NBA playoff action, the Timberwolves beat the Mavericks. In NHL, the Panthers beat the Rangers in overtime. So you got 3 teams left in the NBA, 4 teams left in the NHL. We'll see what happens there. Over to the WNBA on Tuesday night. Yeah. Against WNBA's only other one-win team, the Indiana Fever rookie, Caitlin Clark, strung together her most complete game yet by scoring a season-best 30 points, dishing out 6 assists, and grabbing 5 rebounds with 3 steals and 3 blocks. But they still lost 88-82 to the Los Angeles Sparks.
That team stinks.
Yeah, well, that's how you get the best player.
Yeah.
You're the worst team, you get the best player. Works out that way.
Well, how long will it be before we never say Caitlin Clark?
I don't know, man.
Couple weeks.
She's on SportsCenter every night right now.
All right, because she's the hottest thing there.
Yeah.
But when that team doesn't win, and then it's just on to the next one,
Yeah.
we'll see. A cop in California has resigned after accidentally locking himself in the back seat with a woman that he arrested. I saw this.
In the backseat.
Yeah. What do you think was happening there? People are saying it sounds like they were getting it on, but that's not 100% clear. But he has resigned.
Yeah.
Did you watch the video?
No, is there video? I didn't know there was
there's
video.
a video of it, and she literally tells him, "I'm down to F."
Oh.
And then he's like, "You can't say that, we're being recorded." Then he pulls over and turns off his body cam.
Oh,
wow.
And they can see his car on GPS that it pulls into like a parking lot, and it was parked there for like over an hour and a half before he called for backup to get out of the car.
Damn right.
Can they see it bouncing?
No, they can see that. But she tells him like, "I'm down to,"
Yeah.
And the cop pulls up like the backup. It's like his body cam of them coming up to save him out of the back seat. He jumps out. He's like, "Hey."
How many times do you think police get that offer?
Oh,
I mean, I would have to imagine it happens a lot.
Every day. I would say every day.
Especially like, third incident or a DUI or this or that, or, especially like hot college girl. Like, I'll do this if you let me
I
go.
could never be a cop.
Right, right?
I don't even know if I could be a teacher.
Yeah.
I was thinking college teacher.
Yeah. No, we got it.
Maybe not even like an actual offer, but they kind of pull the shirt down a little bit.
Yeah.
And the cop's walking up to the car.
right.
Well, they used to have the too hot for TV, whatever, where they would show all those things with girls be like flashing cops or getting out naked and being like, don't arrest me. And,
I've been watching
your cop be like, body cam off.
I've been watching so much body cam videos on YouTube lately, like nonstop. From DUIs to crazy kids pulling pranks at colleges and getting arrested. I love it.
I was watching this morning a guy going through the border, and the cop's like, roll down your window, and he goes, "No, I don't want to talk about you. I don't want to need your stupid questions." So I'm like, way to be aggressive, right?
What's your name, badge number?
Yeah.
I'm going to travel unmolested.
Yeah.
Wait.
My favorite are the people that get pulled over and then they just get out of their car and start running. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That makes me laugh so hard.
I watched Long Island Audit the other day, and he ended up getting arrested.
Yeah, he's
and the whole
gotten
time
arrested a
he's
few
getting
times,
right,
yeah.
but he's getting arrested. He's like, "Big mistake on your part. There's more money for me. I don't care. I'm going to sue everybody." Yeah, definitely knowledge. Knowledge is definite power, man.
It's crazy to me when they pepper spray people now. Like they come up to them. I mean, it's 100% legal, I guess. But they'll be filming the things, and the people get in their face like, "I'm gonna pepper spray you, bro." And he's like, "What?" And right in the
can't
face.
do that.
I was watching, first off, you want people to freak out, go to the post office and start videoing with your phone. They will lose their mind. Just random people. There were people out in the parking lot that were videoing. A lady comes out of the post office, gets in her car. "What are you doing?" First off, mind your business.
Yeah.
It's over there. It has nothing to do with you. Even if it was somebody who was filming me, I'd be like, give him the thumbs up and be like, "Hey," and take off, whatever. She comes up to him and is yelling and stuff, and the guy's got pepper spray. He goes, "If you come near me, I'm going to pepper spray." She swipes at his phone, hits his hand, he just bang right in the face, and she's like, "Ah!" It's like, he warned you. You could have been home right now having lemonade.
Yeah.
And I love they stay calm. Like, "You're a real idiot. You're going to jail now, Grandma. Like, we shouldn't have done that."
Two things. One, I'm with you. Whereas if I get out of the car and somebody's videoing, I'd be like, "Cool," and I just keep going. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're videoing me or anything. But then the other thing is, it's the opposite. If I'm in there and somebody comes up to me and goes, "Why are you videotaping?" I go, I just ignore him. I don't care what you say to me. I'm like, "Shut up."
There was one where the guy was out in front of a clothing store, and they just set up in front of these different stores and stuff. Obviously, they're looking.
They do
for
banks
trouble.
a lot too.
But they're set up in front of this clothing store, and of course, this guy, I'm gonna be big guy in front of these girls, whatever. And he goes out there and starts running his mouth and does something like pushes the guy, whatever, and gets pepper sprayed right in the face. And nothing calms you down more than pepper spray to the face.
That's a bad feeling. If you ever breathe in the pepper spray and your chest just feels like it's going to explode, that's bad.
The one dude takes the 911 calls because they're public record of like banks calling,
right?
And they'll come out and they'll confront him in the parking lot, like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "No, nothing, just working on a story. I'm not here to bother anybody." And they're like, "All right, thanks." And they'll go in and he'll get the 911 call, like, "Yeah, this guy's being a real a-hole out front. He was yelling at me, causing a scene,
confronting customers."
And then he goes back to me. He's like, "No, I'm just hanging out. Just enjoy your day." He's all
wild.
calm and not mad at all.
That's wild.
I also don't have the desire to do that.
No.
It's fun to watch, but I never want to be the guy on either end of
No, I'm not out to hassle people or do anything. A third of Americans, this is great, think that doing dishes or a load of laundry counts as exercise.
What?
I thought you were going to say is a woman's job.
Yeah,
No.
for a woman.
Because that's true.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my
Joe?
God.
Yes, Michael?
30.
I mean,
no, I'm Galvin.
Yep.
36% say taking out the trash counts too.
I do believe that. I would go down
taking
saying
out the
that.
trash is a little bit more
It's
physically
strenuous.
exerting than.
Yeah, but I don't know whether you're calling it exercise.
No.
Well,
I
You
took
do
the
get the heart
I took
moving.
the trash out twice this week.
I'll
I'm in
categorize-
perfect shape.
I would like to categorize it as staying active.
See, my laundry
Right?
is upstairs though. So I actually, I have to go up and down the stairs. Going up and down the stairs is exercise.
Now, can I point out, Carmen, if you brought one piece of clothing up the stairs each time, and when you went up the stairs, you had the gallons of water, and you were pumping it and doing it and stuff, and you did that for a half hour, all right, that's exercise. But I mean,
Carmen,
Listen.
I've paid my son to go upstairs for me.
See?
I left my keys up there. I'll give you $1. Girl. Let me get 'em.
You never pay me to go upstairs, for you?
And yesterday I was taking clothes up and down the stairs and I probably did like 50 trips. That was exercise.
I think that counts.
Yes.
I tried to move the rug outside yesterday
Wait.
on Mike's porch.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a lot of exercise.
What was that? What happened there?
No, the rugs you got rid of?
Yeah.
We just had to pull them and move the furniture, and that stuff's heavy.
Oh, the furniture's heavy.
Yeah, it was a workout.
Oh, thank
I
you
got
for
the
doing it.
Gio came back in and was, Chucky's here. I was like, good Lord.
Definitely a workout.
I don't have to move that furniture if the hurricane comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no way it's fine.
It's heavy.
You've seen them move buildings and cars and stuff, right?
Oh, if a Category 5 hurricane's coming, that's a
The
different
lawn
story.
chairs will be safe.
That should be fine.
They are very heavy, though.
Yeah, they're very heavy.
Yeah.
So, Carmen, I would say, listen, it's physical activity,
Right.
but it's not exercise.
I mean, it can be.
It
Depending
can
on
or
how you
can't?
do it, it can be.
Yeah, it can be. Like I
Right.
said, if you're doing the, jugs of detergent, and you're,
Yeah.
going up and down the stairs for each piece of clothing.
When Joe,
Body weight is a good exercise. Push-ups.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just so
when Joe does the
Lawyer.
can work outside, the cans are much larger than him.
That's
and
true.
It's
That's
a lot
true.
of work.
And he doesn't use the wheels. He just
No.
puts it on his back.
Yeah.
That's not
No.
true.
Dude, my stomach is just going. I didn't eat anything. I don't know what's going on.
You need to secrete?
No, I don't.
Oh, why?
I don't. It hasn't worked its way down yet.
Why that word?
What's worse, secrete or moist? Or moist secrete?
I have moist secretions.
We gotta go to a doctor.
Do you need breakfast?
Do what?
Do we need breakfast?
That's what I was saying. Maybe
Yeah,
McGriddle will
McGriddles.
tap it down a
You
little
got to
bit.
feed the
I
beast.
cannot eat McGriddles anymore.
I don't think
Stop
McGriddles
trying to
will
stop
help.
peer pressuring me.
Just two.
No.
No.
Quinoa bowl.
Oh, you know what you just did? You just put it in my mouth.
What? Oh,
You just gave me the taste.
Yeah. Get it, McGriddle.
Now you
Carmen,
got
yeah.
to put yours, Michael.
Carmen put it in his mouth.
Yeah, Carmen sent me a video that has stopped me from eating fast food altogether. It was terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
It
What can I do?
was
I don't care if it showed him. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Oh,
Isn't
was
that
it
what
the
the
one
Pope
where
said?
they do they zoom in on it?
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's moving. And
It's
it's
tiny.
just,
Yeah, and like
they unwrap it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
I-
it's not like
I
they put
know
it in there. Yeah, they take it out of the bag, they unwrap it, and then they're like, look at this.
and
No,
you can't
that's-
see it from the naked eye and then they zoom in.
Yeah.
and you're just like, wow,
That's
is
AI. That's not real.
All right.
Don't ruin it. I'm with you.
That Cajun Ranch McCrispy is fantastic,
Okay,
dude.
now I'm
telling
in on that
yourself
one.
that.
I'm in on the Cajun Ranch McCruiser. I've already had one. I might as well just
Don't
have
let
it all.
Carmen ruin it for us.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wendy's
It's
breakfast
up to
looked
you.
Pretty good.
No, I really feel nauseous.
but
I'm going to read this next article, and you guys tell me who this pertains to, okay? Researchers from University of Georgia have found that people who frequently complain about how stressful their work lives are seen as less competent and less likable by those around them. These are the people who stress brag like they're wearing it as a badge of honor. Stress bragging can be bad for anyone who does it too much. It's like crying wolf. Those that are less likely to be offered help when they are really burnt out. The study also found that stress bragging can be negative for work culture because it increases intensity and stress levels for everyone else. So who would you say is like, oh, I'm so busy, I got so much stuff. What are you laughing about,
Yeah,
Carmen?
I don't know. I thought you were specifically talking about someone, Galvin.
No, I'm saying like, is there? Well, obviously
Carmen's
you
got
have
somebody in
somebody.
mind.
Well, no, just the way you said that, because Mike is always like, "Oh, I have so much to do after the show today." Then I know you do a lot. I'm not saying that, but you're.
But I was gonna say I don't think I'm stressed. I'm busy, but I don't think I'm really stressed out.
Oh, I gotta take a nap and go pick up my kids. I'm so busy. I know you do other stuff, but that's all you say.
My kid, one son's been driving for 5 years now.
Right.
I barely pick up the other one.
I gotta take my daughter to Wendy's and get her a Frosty. Waiting all those lines.
Oh man,
wow! I think I know what you're talking about.
That's what I thought Galvin was saying.
Oh no, I was just saying. Does anybody know?
Listen, I'll tell you right now. I am very busy, but I am not very stressed out.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't think I'm a stress complainer.
That line does get stressful sometimes, but it's backed around the building.
The Wendy's line.
Yeah.
For sure.
Struggle is real.
The AI.
For sure.
Yeah, I need a Frosty. Let's get it going.
Then they get the order wrong. You got to go back.
Well, my biggest problem with them is that they don't say you're welcome. Or when I say, okay, thank you. They're like,
You're going to the wrong Wendy's.
Rude.
The AI always tells me,
Oh,
you're welcome.
yeah. Well, a different school this year.
We'll see you again, they say.
we know.
We'll see you this afternoon. Yeah, I don't know. Not to be like old man, but yeah, you see it a lot where you're just like, how are you working in the service industry? I told you. I literally, it was Wendy's. I went to Wendy's. This was, I don't know how long ago when the strawberry Frosty came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I want to try that.
That's good.
So I went in to get a strawberry Frosty. Frosty had the whole transaction. The girl didn't say a word to me.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh,
I walked up and made eye contact with her and went, hi. And she looked at me and I go, can I get a small strawberry Frosty? And she goes, beep, boop, beep. And I touched my card. She did. She handed me the Frosty. I go, thank you.
No.
She
At the same
stared at me
time,
blankly and I went, I mean,
They don't care.
Yeah.
at the same time, I don't want. So, how's your day going?
yeah, not over. Yeah, don't over, but a hello, a greeting, a something, a thank you. I know it's not your money. I know that it's not going in your pocket or anything like that, but you're a representative of the business. Like
I don't blame the kid. I blame the manager that doesn't go over there and go, hey, talk
true.
to the people.
But again, if you do that, then you have no staff. You don't have any
Yeah, that's
employees
true,
because
yeah.
they're all like that. You know what I mean? So then what do? Then you just have one person working.
Bring in the robots.
That's why they're going to AI, because they get, on top of that, and then on top of the pay, now that you have to pay them like $20 an hour or whatever it is. Just
I feel like a lot of
I
people
don't
are not
understand.
excited to be in that position.
I don't understand how people refer to this guy as
Charlemagne
Charlemagne
the God.
The God.
Oh, that's his name. He gave it himself.
I know, but how do you say I got this guy on the God?
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
yeah, he's something else.
Well, I don't dislike him. I just
I'm
you
not a
don't?
fan.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
no, I like some of the stuff he's done before with.
Oh, I thought it was funny whenever he called Dice Fat Fonzie
Yeah,
and all
like
that
that kind of
stuff.
stuff.
But now it seems like everything is race with him. Sofia Vergara, she says that she'd do a Modern Family revival in a second. She was actually quoted as saying, "I'd love it." I saw a video of her from when I guess she's been famous in her home country since she was like 18. She
Yeah.
did a bunch of stuff, but they showed her like 18, 22, 25.
Hasn't aged.
No,
Yeah.
looks exactly the same. Looks
Vampire.
unbelievable.
Vampire
Unbelievable.
drinks baby's blood.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. And
100%.
Yeah.
I wish they would do a Modern Family reboot with like the kids. You know what I mean?
Nah,
The kids got kind of boring toward
they suck.
the fat kid. There
Yeah.
was Jay.
Manny, yeah. Oh, Manny,
was
yeah.
annoying.
Once he got
Manny.
old, his shtick was not funny anymore.
No.
Right.
It was
But I think
annoying.
Haley with the twins and
Yeah.
stuff like that, like they could do it with the Dumpy kids.
What's her name? Ariel?
Winter.
Yeah, I would
Winter,
watch
yeah.
her do anything.
Same.
Yeah.
She got kind of fat.
No,
Good, I like
just
it.
saw a
Little
picture of her
chub-chub.
a couple days ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I was wrong.
She did get
Nah.
fat for a minute.
Maybe I was thinking of Manny.
What were you looking at her picture for?
It came up in my algorithm.
Yeah.
While you're sitting in the Wendy's parking lot?
I enjoy Modern Family like most people do.
Mike Tyson says he's back at 100%, even though he doesn't need to be beat Jake Paul.
I was so sick on the plane. I was maybe nauseous.
Tummy ache.
Jake Paul, don't hit me when I'm sick. It's just so fun to talk like Mike Tyson.
Oh my god.
My tummy
Everybody
was going rah, rah, rah. Mike's
Gio,
all Mike's tummy's hurt.
Gio, you rub my belly. I'm so thick.
Jason Kelsey's wife, Kylie, got into a screaming match with a woman after they refused a photo with her.
You know, people don't have to take photos with you.
No.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
they're
especially if
human
they're
beings.
out in public. Like
Yeah.
they're not at an event. They're not at like a signing or something. where you
I
would
can't
expect that.
imagine being the level of fame of some of these people and having to deal with that all the time. Like when David Spade was just here, I go, I wonder what David Spade does after this. David Spade, who is famous, not huge superstar, but most people will recognize David Spade. Can you imagine David Spade goes to a Chili's? Do you think he's going to be able to enjoy his meal, or do you think everybody in Chili's is coming up and wanting to get Joe Dirt, take a picture, and do all this stuff? Like
That's the problem. If you have one of those characters that like, you could go up to David Spade and go, "Hey, can we get a picture?" No problem. But if you're going up, "Hey, Joe Dirt," that's where it gets annoying.
Yeah, which he has said. He goes, I love taking pictures of people and doing it. He goes, but I don't like whenever they're like, hey, Dave, let's take a picture and arm around. And this. He doesn't mind. Come on, get it. Talking for him.
Some guy came up to me last night and said something. The one thing that you say that just annoys me, and I just was like, cool. And I just turned around and walked away. I was like, I know that your intentions weren't bad, but it's just just use your goddamn head.
What did he say?
I could just imagine. I don't know whether your wife knows about this, but you may want to tell her the Wu-Tang Clan album that almost nobody's ever heard.
The one that Martin Shkreli bought?
I believe so. Will be played in free 30-minute listening sessions at a museum in Australia.
Oh, okay. I don't think she's going to make it.
Yeah. But I'm sure it'll wind up leaking online.
Yeah.
People will be able to.
I thought that was the gimmick, though. It's not online. There's no way it hasn't been able to get out there.
But it will be.
What is he? Pharma Bro bought it up.
Well, he bought it, and then
that guy's an interesting clown.
He's in prison, isn't he?
I thought so.
Or he was for a while.
Yeah, he's a weird dude.
Yeah.
He's a weird
Is
dude.
he? I don't know. No, the other guy is in prison. I don't think Shkreli is in prison.
I think so.
For what?
I know FTX guy is in prison.
FTX guy is in prison.
I thought Shkreli went to prison.
Yeah, there was something for sure.
For
with
like
him.
tax fraud or something.
Oh. Well.
I thought.
Let me see.
If you're going to drive the price of the AIDS drug all the way up to where it's unaffordable, don't also be a tax evader. Like, people are coming after you for everything.
And don't be a out in public guy, where everybody, you're talking about all this stuff and doing everything.
He was released from prison in 2022.
Did you say what he was there for?
I thought it was tax stuff, but
He was convicted of financial crimes for which he served over 6 years in federal prison and was fined $70 million. But
still rich.
How much money did he have to begin with? Yeah.
Some of those pharma and crypto bros, man, they make a bunch of money off of stuff and then
That's why they don't
disappear.
care.
Yeah.
Why can't you be one of those?
I mean, I'm doing pretty well with Ethereum, I got to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's also permanently banned from serving as an officer of any public traded company.
Yeah. Yeah, I was speaking of, I know this is kind of off topic, but I was reading a very interesting Forbes article that talks about buying businesses over buying real estate right now. Because I guess your returns on buying businesses and selling businesses, kind of like hedge funds do, is far greater than anything else that you can invest in right now.
I wanted to buy Jeremiah's and they wouldn't let us.
Yeah.
True. We looked into it pretty hardcore and they said no.
Yeah, I guess that the model is you buy a business, hold it for 3 to 5 years, and then sell and just keep increasing your capital. Yeah.
Jeremiah's has a building with a sign and everything in Clearwater Beach. And it says Jeremiah's coming soon, and it never comes.
Really?
Yeah. And Rita's is right around the corner. So Jeremiah's is really...
Yeah, Rita's not the same.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, when Jeremiah's opens, I'm a Jeremiah's guy.
I would look into opening a Huey Magoo's.
Dude.
So good.
Dude.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
It says that he is worth around $70 million still. So
yeah,
paid 70, still has 70.
Yeah,
pretty solid.
Not too shabby.
Not
too shabby. Pete Davidson walked off stage during a performance on Friday night because of hecklers.
Oh, he got his eyes hurt again.
when he eventually kills himself, are we going to be surprised?
No.
And I'm not saying that hoping or anything. He just seems like one of those guys that something's going to happen and you go, oh yeah. I remember he always had weird stuff going on.
Well, he talks about depression and stuff like that, and in his last special, he talked about taking ketamine, and that's what.
help.
Who was it?
Drew.
No, Matthew Perry from Friends.
Oh yeah,
They were saying that he had
they're
complications.
They're trying to find the guy who sold him the ketamine.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between like taking ketamine recreationally and then like going for therapeutic reasons.
Right. But again, I mean, Pete Davidson is pretty young, so I'm assuming he's not just taking it for therapy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I would
Like,
agree with that.
He's probably not just doing the recommended dosage that his doctor gave him, or however, you know what I mean. However, I don't even know how that works. You have to take it at the doctor's office.
Either.
Or whatever, but
it sounds fun.
It does. I got to tell you, I may know a guy that has tried it once.
Oh,
ketamine?
Yeah.
What if you knew that guy? Tell me what it's like.
It just like totally numbs you out, and then all of a sudden he heard like a wow noise.
I think JP does that too.
Yeah.
Gary
they
Goldman
take pussy doses though.
Oh.
Wait, I don't think that's how you're supposed to refer to that.
That's the official term.
I don't think that's
the doctor would say, "Grow up, be a man."
Gary Goldman on one of his specials, I think Depresh, he talks about it and does or is it a whatever it is. But then at the end he takes ketamine and they like film him on ketamine and he just looks like a completely different person.
Yeah, and well, because if you take too much, they call it falling into a K-hole.
Oh yeah,
which is very much like if you've seen Train Spotting, how what you're looking at all of a sudden like you start to fall away from that. That's what my friend told me. It's like, yeah.
Your friend told you that?
Yeah, he said his 20s were hard.
Yeah, I can
Where
imagine.
did your friend get ketamine?
A rave?
Yeah,
Really?
Don't take rave ketamine.
So this is a while. This is a while back.
A long time. Well, like I said, this was in my friend's 20s.
Yeah,
your friend.
Back in the day, that's what you would take K at the end of your roll, and then it would boost you back.
See,
up.
Joe knows. He wasn't even there.
Yeah, nope, I wasn't there.
Was that in your prime years?
Nope.
I never did any of that stuff. I'm way too scared.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
Well,
Terrified.
I mean, when my friend hated himself and didn't really care if anything would happen to him, so he was ready to experiment and dive into all different sorts of stuff.
Wow.
Did you ever do any of the GHB, or did your friend do any?
No, never got my hands on that.
I've seen too many people fall out on GHB
Oh,
to never do that.
It's wild.
I did it one time, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, I did it with a buddy of mine. He fell out immediately, and I had a great time.
The
other time,
I was working in a nightclub at the time when that became real popular, and you're not supposed to drink, you're not supposed to mix that, and stuff, and people would just be. The one guy, it was unbelievable to me. Like, if it would have been a joke, it would have been hilarious. But he came up to the bar and he's doing this, and he's just all eyes rolling back and his chin's moving back and forth. And then he turns around and walks away, and it looked like he was a puppet on the string. He just walked like this. It was just the weirdest thing. And then, like an hour later, they had to give him a sternum rub to wake him up. He was passed out cold. Yeah, cop takes his asp out and just goes boom. And the guy goes just like a monster waking up. I was like, what is going on?
GHB used to be legal in Florida.
Yep.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, you could buy it at GNC.
But also, it wasn't like regulated, so you could take a capful and blow your mind, or you could drink a whole bottle and it wouldn't do anything to you. You know what I mean? It wasn't like vodka's 80 proof.
It was, but it was based on what you had taken, how much sleep you got. It was
right.
all
I
this
took it to
different
go to
stuff.
sleep.
Yeah,
because it put you in a deep
that's
sleep.
what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, but I took like a half a capful.
Bodybuilders would take it to get more sleep than they were actually getting. Your body would just feel it more
for recovery. Yeah, but it's wild. What do you think the most watched series of this TV season was?
Does Netflix and all that stuff count?
Yeah, but I will tell you, it's not on Netflix.
I don't even know what's on TV anymore.
And it's weird because it says TV series, but it's
Rizzoli and Isles,
a certain thing,
like 60 minutes kind of thing.
Something along
30 for 30.
No. But if you took a little from each of those, 60 Minutes is on Sunday. 30 for 30 is about sports.
It would be
Sports Center?
Monday Night Football.
Well, not on Sunday, Joe.
Oh.
Sunday Night Football.
I was close.
So Sunday Night Football on NBC. It was followed by Monday Night Football on ABC and Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. The most watched network was CBS. Yeah. So Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday Night Football. Football's doing all right. NFL's going to be okay, guys.
Yeah.
This next year, there's a game on Peacock. There's a game on Hulu. There's a game on Prime. There's a game on Netflix.
I can't wait till football starts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're less than 100 days now.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to see them out doing OTAs now.
Yeah. I mean, training camp starts like a month and a half.
Yep.
And then finally in news, you want to go see some of your favorite rock stars? Let her do it now because they are getting old.
Oh, no.
Here's a rundown of the oldest rockers you can catch on the road this summer. Some of the people that are going to be out there. Ringo Starr, Bob Dylan, Mike Love of the Beach Boys are all how old?
82.
83.
84.
86.
87.
Joe, 83. 83 years old. Also, Beach Boys, Bruce Johnston of the Beach Boys is 81 years old.
I don't even know if he's still in the band.
I don't know if he...
Yeah.
Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, who are out touring right now, are how old?
They're
86.
81.
84.
80 years old.
Okay.
80 years old. Mick is several months older than Keith, but they're both 80. Mickey Hart from the Dead and Company, Steve Miller, and Roger Daltrey are all 80 years old. So if you want to see any of them. Chicago, Robert Lamb, he is 79 years old. So are Rod Stewart and former Yes singer John Anderson. A bunch of 78-year-olds still on the road, like Deep Purple singer Ian Gillan, and bass player Roger Glover, John Fogerty, Neil Young, Pink Floyd's David Gilmour. They're all 78 years old.
I saw Gilmore's going out on tour.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That'll be cool for
That's
sure.
an amazing guitar player.
Yeah, absolutely. Daryl Hall and Yes guitarist, another amazing guitarist, Steve Howe, are 77. Ron Wood will be 77 this weekend. There's a bunch of 76-year-olds like Sammy Hagar, Carlos Santana, Bob Weir, Jeff Lynne from ELO, Donald Fagen from Steely Dan.
Listen, it's one thing to see Sammy Hagar. It's another thing to talk to him and realize how quick he is and all that. He's no way he's 76 years old.
76 years old. Isn't that crazy? Do you follow him on Instagram?
Yes.
He's been posting videos of them rehearsing and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
I'm excited about that for sure. Alice Cooper, Steven Tyler, Stephen Winwood, John Oates, Stevie Nicks.
72.
76, all 76.
Oh, wow.
Stevie Nicks just turned 76. The great and mighty and powerful Robert Plant is 75 years old. So are Deep Purple drummer Ian Pace, Tom Johnston and Patrick Simmons of the Doobie Brothers, Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick, and Billy Joel. I just saw Cheap Trick, and Rick looks a little old. Yeah, I mean, he's still up there rocking, and he sounds great and everything, but like he'll do something, he'll walk over to this side of the stage, and you see kind of the old man walk, and you're like, all right.
The shuffle.
Yeah, but a lot of old guys out there, man.
That whole generation is going to start dropping like flies.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I told you, it was years ago that I went and saw Eric Clapton just because I'm not a huge Clapton fan, but I was like, hey, I have the opportunity, and how many more opportunities am I going to have? Obviously, he's doing fine and has been around for a while, but a lot of these guys, you never know.
Isn't Kiss all in their 70s too?
I don't think so.
Or maybe 60s?
I would imagine 60s.
Late 60s.
I don't know. Gene Simmons might be 70.
I'm old enough where I can't remember if I saw some people live.
Yeah.
Like, I think I saw Clapton, but I don't remember.
Gene Simmons is 74.
Yeah,
Oof.
so they're all right up there too.
Oof.
Paul Stanley is, how old is Paul Stanley, do we think?
I'm not
72.
that old.
Yeah, they're in their 70s. For sure.
I mean, it's like a whole generation of music. It's just going to be gone.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we'll have their holograms to
And their
carry their
AI.
legacy on.
Their AI, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, don't worry.
Because we'll live on.
I'm interested to see when they do that, how ticket sales go.
It's going to be weird.
It's the same fat nerds that see them now.
Yeah.
The Dio
Chris Jericho.
hologram was on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
It didn't?
No, they shut that down. Like they haven't perfected that
Yeah.
yet.
It's going to be the fat nerds, Chris Jericho, and Jim Norton. Will be at the Kiss shows.
Yeah.
That's it. It's because you got a bunch of fat Kiss nerds who are going to every show, and then you have a couple of real just diehard fans who would want to check it out just for the 1st time. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I love Kiss, but I'm not going to see the holograms and stuff. And even Dio, like if they had the Dio thing and it was like done really well, and people are like, "Oh, it's amazing! You have to see it." I would go.
What if it was a robot that was like the presidents from the Hall of Presidents? Would you go see a robot Dio perform?
Maybe,
But
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But they're just moving kind of robotic.
No,
or,
no.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
presidents move pretty good.
Yeah,
They're very
like
fluid.
fully fluid. Yeah.
maybe.
What about the Tupac hologram. That actually was perfect.
It wasn't bad, yeah.
Yeah, that one was really good.
That blew my mind.
Yeah.
The first time that happened. But
But didn't they make him all muscular, like way more muscular than he was?
He was jacked.
Yeah.
I thought he was pretty jacked in real life.
He was
in good
yeah.
shape, but he was a little. But I think they made him like really
puffy,
bulky. Yeah.
Which, I mean, why not? If you're gonna bring him back, hardcore.
Do it right.
Yeah,
Man. You don't know where he's been when you haven't seen him for a while. You've been working out.
Yeah,
And he's still alive, so there you go.
Yeah, 100%.
All that.
Yeah. So
I just
you're
saw
giving too many secrets.
I just saw a video,
My bad.
Carmen, the other day of a guy who was, I guess, a Tupac impersonator out in Hollywood, and that guy looked so much like him. It was
That
ridiculous.
blows my mind.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the doppelgangers that they have? They have a whole website dedicated to finding people's doppelgangers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of scary how close some people look from somebody's here in America and then they got somebody in Guam and they look identical. Like they
It's
could be
almost-
identical twins.
Yeah, it's almost like 23andMe. It's an app
Yeah.
that you download and you just upload pictures of yourself, and then it just
It's
keeps
crazy.
I feel like
searching.
there's only a certain amount of molds, and that everybody, like, say there's 10,000 molds, and everybody. That's why you look like my cousin Frank, who you never met before in
Right.
Pennsylvania, because you're all just made from the same mold.
They say that Genghis Khan had a lot had a lot to do with that.
Yes.
Just banging across the banging across
And
China, across
so
India.
yeah, like all of our DNA is technically comes from.
I mean,
the
I do
same
kind of look
mold.
like Genghis Khan a little bit.
Yeah, which is weird to think about because we're all like kind of cousins in like a really weird family way, but
Depends on your
Yeah.
ass. Some people were brother and sister.
yeah. Oh, hello.
Oh no, what
Excuse
was that?
me, guys. I gotta do this.
Oh God.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Extra. This hour's keyword is extra. So head over to the 1025 The Bone app and enter the word extra, EXTRA, before 15 minutes past the top of the hour. And that $1,000 bone bonus could be yours. And if you win, make sure you call Mike and get your money.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Carmen, you want to try and call that guy real
Farva.
quick?
Sure.
Try and call him before we go to break.
Okay.
Mike is Farva. You got me $1,000?
Now, what do we think? Do we think it is the bone bonus, and do we
Yes.
think he won or no?
I don't know whether he won or not. Probably not.
Yeah.
He's just confused, and I don't know. If he won, they talk to him and they tell him and they give him all the
Look at
information.
Jen Epstein. Looks like she's wearing a big weed flower on her dress. You know how they used to people have that big pot leaf on their shirts? Hers is just a design, but it looks like she's wearing a big pot leaf.
Hot.
All right, Carmen's calling this guy who calls me and leaves me voicemails. Now he's calling Carmen and leaving voicemails.
Right. Yeah. Still no ring. So
Just go
he
right to
ha-
voicemail.
Yeah, he has his thing set up, so there's no incoming calls.
I like
He's
it.
like screening everything.
Well, how are we going to call you back if you can't? Come on,
And
Farva.
Right. And how are you going to win money if no one can get a hold of you?
Yeah.
This is on him. He sucks.
Thank you. Thank you, Carmen. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Galvin has a brand new open letter. We'll do that next on 1025 The Bone.
You excited for my birthday coming up in
when
July?
is that? July?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, not particularly.
Okay, thank you.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good, what's up?
You guys were talking about doppelgangers earlier. I told Carmen I found Bobby Kelly's doppelganger.
Who?
Oh, man.
I'll send Spanish pictures right now. Hold on. It's a drag queen, and its name is Megami. I just sent Spanish the pictures.
All right. Well, Spanish, did you get him?
I did not get any.
What was
Megami?
the what was the character that Bobby played on
Miss
Colin Quinn? Yeah.
What was
like
it?
that. Was it Miss Pink or something like
Oh,
that?
Ping.
Sister Ping. Sister Ping.
Yeah.
Ping.
Thank you. We'll look for. Did
Thank
you get it?
I did
Send
get
it to us.
I will.
Is
I
it
will.
Sister Ping?
It is. I don't know. This is her name is Megami.
Oh,
Well, remember yesterday we saw the guy that was on TV that looked like a mashup of Dr.
Dr. D,
DePasquale
yeah.
and Robert Kelly.
it was Dr. Deepest Kelly.
Yeah.
Do you have it in Spanish?
I sent it to the
All
guy.
right, good.
Yeah.
Let me look. Hold on. Congratulations to Viv. Viv, oh man, that does. Megami does look a little bit like Bobby.
The second one even more.
That's fantastic.
hilarious.
Thank you, Miss, for texting me.
Megami Kelly.
We should dress up in drag one time.
Dude, I'm down.
Just to make people mad.
yeah,
People get so upset,
they
Carmen.
do.
They don't like rainbows. They don't like drag queens.
Imagine if we dressed up and we decided to read to people. Oh,
Oh,
man,
my
people would
God.
lose it.
What
We'll
were you
read
gonna
to
say?
people.
What were you saying? Congratulations to Viv on.
Viv won like I don't know. She was in drag and she won something for Pride Month, like best drag. Nice. Drag thing. Yeah.
I hope they do a reality show about her. That would be great.
It would be fantastic.
Yeah.
That would. I mean, just because she's so into it.
Yeah.
That would be great.
She loves it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 8:13 in the morning on a Wednesday morning. Time to check in with Galvin. He has a brand new open letter.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This is an open letter to people that don't know what they're talking about. Dear people that don't know what they're talking about, seriously, with the advent of social media, it has become glaringly obvious that more people really need to shut their trap. You don't need to say everything. There are plenty of quotes that back this statement up. Some things are better left unsaid, unknown. Or it's better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than open it and remove all doubt. That's from Mark Twain. Or, I think this one is from the great philosopher Robert Kelly. Shut up, stupid. There are a lot of people talking, and they're really intelligent and have all the facts and can speak well on a topic. But there are way more out there that are flapping their gums and have no idea what they're talking about. For instance, protesters. Stop it. We've all seen the videos of people yelling from the river to the sea, and then they're asked, what river? Which sea? And they have no idea. How can you be out supporting something when you have no idea what the facts are or even what side you're on? Climate protesters that complain about oil but wear leather clothes and rubber boots? Occupy Wall Street people that hate millionaires and billionaires just because they can't pay their bills? Maybe, and just maybe, it's not their fault that you were too stupid to make enough money to live on. And of course, Robert De Niro. Also, saying I don't know is completely acceptable answer to almost any question. Too many people are scared of looking stupid. Well, I have some bad news for you. You already look stupid, but then when you open your mouth and not knowing what you're talking about, you wind up looking like a complete ass. I love saying I don't know. And I'm going to let you in on a little fun secret. Sometimes I do know. I just don't want to talk to you. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to people that don't know what they're talking about.
I can't tell you how many times I do that. Play ignorant to something that I don't know because I don't feel like talking
Don't
about
want to engage. Do not want to engage. Hey, what is the... I don't know.
I just did it the other day, and I felt guilty about it, but I thought it's just so much better. I don't want to fight with anybody. I don't want to just... I don't know.
And also, I don't care. You're not changing my mind. I'm not changing your mind. We don't have to agree, and that's okay.
Yeah. I always think about Jerry Seinfeld has a bit about being in charge. He goes, I don't want to be in charge because anything goes wrong, people go, who's in charge? And he goes, I don't know. I'm not in charge. I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it's so much easier to just bail out of a conversation and be like, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people challenge me. They go, you were there. And I go, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no bad memory.
Old. Yeah.
I had my eyes closed.
Yeah. Congratulations to our friend Bam Margera and his girlfriend Danny Marie, who got married.
Oh, really?
That should last. That should go. I don't know. She seems to have tamed him pretty good.
Yeah.
And for him, she's so smoking hot, it's worth the chance.
By all accounts, that seems what she's doing.
Is keeping him.
I assume he's still sober?
I mean, I don't know how sober he ever was.
Maybe. I don't know.
But whatever his sober enough is, I guess, good for her.
Yeah.
Because according to him, he said that if he were to drink or use drugs, she would cut off the pee.
Yeah.
And that was what was keeping him motivated. So now he's married. So either she sees hope in him or dollar signs for an early demise.
They say the best thing to do is to change one addiction for another. That's usually the best way to go about it.
What is his new addiction?
The pee.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think that. I mean, we're all addicted to that.
Nah, but if you have like think about it. Think about if you can't stop drinking, you can't put the bottle down. You're going to lose your kids.
Is this from the Saturday show?
No, but you're going to lose your kids. You're losing your health. Family members are turning away from you, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to find somebody that is so good. The piece so good that I'm going to put the bottle down for that. What could possibly go wrong?
And remember, not even a year ago, he was screaming at his baby mama, who he was married to. They did just get a divorce a year ago. and he was screaming at her, I want to see my child. He's mine.
Yeah, well,
flipping tables and chairs.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine you took my kid away from me. I'd probably be pretty nuts too.
But
they also tried to get back together, and then that didn't work out. So then he turns around and like, you don't know someone within a year to marry them.
And you don't have substance abuse issues, so that's not why they're trying to take your kids away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like I said, you find, a little bit of balance. Maybe not go straight from one thing to the next, but, what do I know?
I feel like this is Saturday show talk.
Yeah, a little bit.
Anytime I hear balance, I hear you and Shark.
Yeah.
You're on one side, Shark's on the other, balancing me out.
Yeah, we're like, that's a good way to look at it.
Did you listen this last Saturday, Mike?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just asking, have you listened yet at all?
Just the clips we played on the show.
Okay.
Just the horrible clips.
Did you listen?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
I was out and about.
She's a girl.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to listen. For sure, because it's only for men. Getting real, not party.
Fart noise.
Yeah, we do fart noises sometimes.
It's a guy's radio station.
It's not,
right.
Make no
so it's
mistake.
not for me.
God, you guys just twist everything.
No, that's not twist.
That's what he said.
It is a show that is geared for men to have a space to talk about what they want. We didn't say...
Right, I'm not a man.
Coach Shark, you
not
said,
geared
don't get me wrong.
No girls allowed.
This is a guy's radio station. It's exactly what he said.
It is a male skewing radio station.
It's not.
Okay.
Have you seen the ratings?
Yes.
It's not.
I didn't say it. Shark said it.
Yeah, well,
don't get mad at me.
But that's what we're telling you.
You're the
You
same.
can tell me all you want, but you guys you're like making it way more intense than it is.
But I think there's two different things here. You're talking about the show being just for guys that women can listen to and obviously
and contribute.
But what he said was being on the Bone's fart noise and all bro. He did say that. That's what he said.
Bro culture.
Yeah. So
there's no bro culture here.
No. Yeah, I mean, come on. Let's be honest with each other here.
Let's
be honest.
Carmen's making noises? What is that?
Where are we broing? We got an old man that lives with an old lady and another old lady and a kid.
A guy. Again, a guy.
Yeah.
On the whole station, there's 2 females.
That's it.
Well, the other ones have run themselves out.
no, we got Shark now.
That's a good point.
We used to have a lot more females.
Yeah, they all got themselves fired.
One got
they
fired.
They didn't get fired. They left because they were sick of the bro culture.
Sorry,
One
they
got
stink at
fired.
radio.
One got fired. One went to a different bro show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One still works here on Wednesdays and blows my mind every week when we find that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So suck it,
does.
Shark.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the last week of it anyway.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm canceling. I
You
told
can't
you
can-
over
I
under
thought-
was 4
you
weeks.
can't
Don't
cancel. You're
challenge
supposed to-
me.
you're supposed to let it ride. You gotta let it
He's
ride,
saying
man.
you couldn't. Even if you wanted to,
Nope.
you can't.
I'm telling you, I told you 4 and out. Over
You
under
have
was 4.
zero
I mean, this is
control.
the 4th one.
You have zero control.
Yeah.
Ask Hot 1015 how that worked out.
Wipe the whole station out of the building.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
I even said I'm going to wipe the whole station, but keep this one and keep that one.
Ooh.
I moved it
believe
all.
it.
I like
I believe
Thanos.
it.
I'm like Thanos
Yeah.
around the station.
I mean, listen, I don't deny it.
It's gonna be Vibe Saturdays.
On this station?
Yep.
Oof.
Catch a vibe.
Yeah.
It's just going to be JR. I'm sorry. What's his name now? Smooth
Rockwell.
Criminal. Rockwell.
Yeah. Thriller.
Listen, I'm just saying I think it's garbage.
What?
The show.
All right.
And
Is that what you're saying?
I gotta tell you, I would have never guessed that until you just said that just now.
Now that there's clarification.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
so I'm working on myself. And I'm working on not dancing around things, just coming out and saying
Right.
it.
I don't think you ever had a problem with that.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think.
it's
I think
been a struggle.
the work on yourself should be finding what's really in there, not the.
I had wondered a lot. I'm like, I think Mike kind of likes the show. I think he's enjoying
Right,
Shark.
right,
Yeah.
right. And I feel like, and me, I can't sleep because I'm confusing people.
I was not sure.
Thank you for clarifying.
You misread
Yeah,
the room.
yeah,
I did. I think Mike is kind of a fan of this. This is right in his wheelhouse. I was wrong.
Hey, guys.
I was wrong. Yeah. Hello.
The more I learn about vibrations, the more I hate Shark. He vibrates right through me.
Oh yeah. Well, you know.
You're not vibrating the right spot then.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Hey.
Carmen.
Yeah. raise that frequency, man.
Bro show.
Wait, so don't get me in on this.
If you had to pick another host to do the show with, who would it be?
Miller?
Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, he hates you though.
Yeah, you stood him up.
He was embarrassed.
Yeah, you're embarrassed.
That was the worst
That
thing
wasn't
he was
me.
a part of.
Yeah.
Shamed out of the business.
That's what he said.
Miller said the two things that you did to him are worse than his cancer.
Oh my
He
God,
did.
dude.
He said you stood him up, and then before that, you made him be a part of that sad weirdo show.
Yeah.
And both those things were worse than cancer.
You know, I can kind of get that. I kind of understand where he's coming from.
When he was on the Sideways show, and he said, "I've done a lot of stuff, but this is by far single-handedly the most embarrassing moment of my life." That was a lot.
Everybody has
Sometimes
goals.
when
On
I
this-
close my eyes before I go to sleep, I can hear him say that.
Do you also hear, it's okay though, dude?
Yeah,
That
but it's my
balance.
voice that's how's it, not Shark's voice.
You don't hear Shark's voice?
No, I hear different voices.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I hear Shark's voice.
You do?
Whenever
I
I
hear
have to do
Shark's voice.
something that's stressful, I hear, hey man, slow it down. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Take a deep breath.
Approach it like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to hear Shark voice all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you did.
When I was working with Form, yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Carmen,
Yes.
try to call that guy again.
Okay.
I'm dying to know the story. This is a guy who thinks we owe him money,
Yeah. I
which
mean,
is probably
we
a
might.
bonus winner.
Well,
Bone-
you owe him money,
Yeah.
not we.
You're holding it back.
Previous bonus winners say it has taken sometimes up to 4 weeks to get the money. So, I mean, it's usually the process. We have to report it. They have to do it here.
Right,
They have to
okay.
issue the check, send
tax
it out.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you see some hacker got 50,000 Americans' information from the IRS? Yeah.
From the IRS.
Yeah.
That's the worst. But I don't.
Yeah, it's already out there.
Yeah.
I know, dude.
50,000 is not really much.
Yeah. Well, that's why a big reason why people are trying to move, companies specifically are trying to move to blockchain technology because they can move massive amounts of data and it's totally encrypted from one end to the next.
You don't think that's eventually going to
Yeah.
get figured out too?
You can't get in. Well, you can't get into the blockchain. Bitcoin, you can break through that blockchain because it's open ended. But companies, blockchain like Ethereum and Chainlink, and well, not so much Chainlink, but Ethereum, you can't get in.
It's all over. Did you see that the iPhone, the next iPhone update is going to have AI built into it?
Yeah, dude.
Which means all your information on your phone is
Yep.
going to go directly into AI, and then it's
Well,
there.
Instagram has AI now.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, it's insane.
Hello, Gio. Welcome to Wendy's. May I take a picture of your order?
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
If I pull up and they know what I want already, it's worth it.
If they perfect the quantum computing stuff that they have, because they already have 2 quantum computers that can communicate with each other through the internet, if they can perfect that, it will revolutionize the world in ways we couldn't even think possible.
They
I
need to
love-
get rid of it though now.
I love that we had a portal in New York that opened up in Dublin, and the first thing they did was show titties.
Yeah. Yeah. America.
Yeah. Dublin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it on both sides.
Yeah. Well, that's
Bringing
what
the
people
world
want.
together.
That's why AI, when they finally go sentient, they're going to be like, we could let them live. They're not really going to do anything.
There was a movie called Starman where Jeff Bridges played an alien who came down here, and he's in the car with Deborah Winger, and he figures out he learns how to drive just by watching her. So he gets in the car, he's driving, and all of a sudden he gets to a yellow light, and he speeds through and almost hits another car, and she goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I learned how to drive." And he goes, "What did you learn?" And he goes, "Green means fast, red means stop, yellow means go very fast," because you try to get through the intersection. And that's what I always am worried that AI is going to do.
Yeah.
It's going to pick up our errors, and it's going to turn it into a reality.
It's the crazy. If you think about that now, remember this. There was an article that they released about TikTok that said TikTok's AI algorithm was so advanced it could detect users' deepest, darkest secrets and desires from being active for 5 minutes.
I don't get any of that. But do you see any sign of that?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, for sure.
I think when they get into the phones, that's when it's going to get crazy.
Sure, because all my information's in the phone.
Everything you've ever typed on your phone or said on your phone or done with your phone is all instantly loaded into these programs. Like how would it not? It knows you better than you do.
But you know what's great when I'm driving and I just go, "Hey Siri, call Joey Calta," or text Joey Calta there, and it just where I don't have to touch anything. It's great.
Yeah.
It's like having my own little Jarvis.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I can't wait till we get the robot arms in everybody's kitchen, and on the way home, you could be like, "Robot arms, make me veal veal parmesan.
Right,
Yeah.
like
By
they
the
do,
time
like they
you're
do
home, it's
laparoscopic
like,
surgery. They just go ahead and just a pair of Amazon arms sticking out of your wall.
dude, yeah.
You walk in and you go, Rosie, make me a salad.
Yeah, done.
Make
Oh,
you a
it's pretty
perfect old fashioned.
robot drink arms.
Yeah, robot dream.
They have them on cruises.
I
Yeah.
know.
Stab,
I know,
stab,
it's pretty
stab,
amazing.
stab.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Robot arms. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Of course I am.
How about a lighter handshake at a faster rate?
Robot arms definitely knows my body.
Robot arms. We're gonna learn some things today.
Robot arms just on the outside.
That's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Robot arms losing grip.
I can't wait till we have like an I Am Robot kind of robot following you around.
Have you not seen the ones in China?
Yeah,
that they
they're
have?
amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, it's. I mean, we're
Not
5
that far
years
off.
away. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even afford those Google glasses.
What I've been reading is that they're gonna make them affordable. I mean, of course, here come all the conspiracy theory stuff, but they want people to have them in their homes.
Well,
Sure.
sure, they have to.
Especially, and like in Japan and China, I guess there's a huge elderly community. So that's where they want those robots to go so that the kids don't have to worry about taking care of the elderly and the nurses and stuff.
Why do you think Alexa speakers are so inexpensive?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
They,
Oh, yeah.
They go
Yeah.
on sale all the time for like $20.
Yeah.
Like regularly $150. Today $25.
Yeah.
And you have like 8 Alexa speakers in your house.
Good point.
You
I
know?
do have a lot. I do
Yeah,
have a lot of them.
because they literally make them so inexpensive.
I refuse to put any in my house.
Smart. Yeah.
Why? What do you think's gonna happen?
Well, just that, like Gio said, they're listening. They
Yeah.
know everything about you and stuff. You say one wrong thing about stealing or murdering someone, and then they come to, take you to jail.
Yeah.
Carmen, you say one wrong thing about murdering someone.
I'm just saying they know everything that happens in your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to get bad when like political dissidence becomes like a real issue and they start putting people in jail based on things you said in your home. 'Cause
Right.
They are listening.
Yeah, but now
Well,
how
and
do we
they-
know it's not generated by AI what you said anyways?
Oh, they'll know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll be the only ones, you know what I mean? That
Right.
can tell.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's gonna get crazy.
Did you see the thing I sent you about the woman that saw the alien or whatever in the back of the plane?
Yeah.
How they used the Google AI for face recognition and it wasn't the same person that came forward weeks later as the woman in the video?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That you gotta imagine that woman she had something. I mean something that she saw.
Yo, yeah. I definitely think she saw
She
something
was too
legitimately
freaked out.
Yeah. And now she's gone. Nobody can find her. And the new woman that's come forward and said that she's her, they traced her IP address. It was from 2 blocks away from the White House when she posted the video. And they've done a bunch of AI recognition. Google is the strongest one that we have right now. And she doesn't pass the test.
And everyone's just saying that she like took Ozempic, and that's
Yeah.
why, because she like lost a bunch of weight. So everyone's like blaming that, and they're like,
Yeah.
even losing weight, that doesn't change your.
I feel like I've been indoctrinated now because I think Carmen's weird. She doesn't have an Alexa speaker.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you, I took Ozempic, and the only side effect that I had was I pooped the sailor's knot.
Oh, man.
Other than that, there's no.
That's
But
impressive.
you're the only one, because everyone else, they're getting sucked in and
I know.
Yeah.
shrinking.
Do you
I know.
think the McGriddles are stronger than the Ozempic?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I think you still have to diet in addition
yeah.
to, right?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be easier. You're supposed to be like, I
Yeah.
don't want these McGriddles, but I want those McGriddles.
It's
I don't
supposed
know.
to like make you like some people say it makes you sick when
Yeah.
you eat.
Oh, it makes you sick when you take it.
Well, they made Kelly Clarkson gorgeous.
Yeah.
She looks fantastic
She
right
does
now.
look great. She does look great. I don't understand the people that deny taking it, or like why people are trying
yeah.
to hide it.
It's cheating.
Yeah.
What is cheating?
No, I'm kidding.
There's a
No,
stigma
I
to
honestly
it
don't
be-
care. If it helps you and it's, and you're obese or something and you need to lose weight and you have the money, who cares?
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah.
But don't sit there and say you didn't take it.
Well, that
Oprah.
I don't like. Don't lie, or worse. I'm not saying Oprah did this, but people like Oprah where they take it and they don't tell you, and then they try to sell you on their diet food. Oh
Right.
no, this is what it
Yeah,
did.
and don't be giving people advice and
Yeah.
stuff. Be like, all right, sticky jabby, cool down.
Right. Robert Kelly. If you just eat healthy.
Yeah. You had your stomach removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did tell me he was just been working out and watching
Right.
what he ate when I first asked him.
love when you tell that story, dude.
Who did?
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah.
The first time I noticed he was losing weight, I was like, "Hey, man!" We were just out here in the green room, and I was like, like, dude, you look great. I'm like, how you doing it, man? And he's like, well, just watch what I eat. And he's like, exercise a little bit, just.
But you know, it's
you can do it
interesting.
too, man.
I don't know that his intention was to deceive you because he does.
No.
He does work out and watch what he eats now on top of having the surgery.
But like the dramatic change is what I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But everyone who's like, oh, I do it naturally. Have you seen the videos of all the celebrities? I walked 10,000 steps.
Yeah.
I went on the rainbow diet. I did this. And they're all saying, like, they're all giving credit to something else. Oh, by the way, yes, I also took Ozempic.
I
feel
need
like
a rainbow right now if I could.
I feel like now if I really try and put the hammer down and try and lose weight, I'm gonna have to tell Carmen first.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
just so you know, I'm really doing it now.
Yeah.
So that
I don't believe you.
2
It's
months
gonna
later,
miss you.
2 months later, I lose 40 pounds, and she's like, "Whatever, Ozempic." I'm like, I have the data on my phone.
Yeah. Let me feel your stomach. Is it still in there?
Please believe me.
Please believe me. You don't get the credit for working hard.
Right? Yeah.
Because
I'm telling
rarely
you,
anybody is. That's the problem.
I've tried to work hard my entire life, and it doesn't always work. And maybe I didn't work hard enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do the surgery that Bobby did. Yeah, I think
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I don't care. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know you're being nice, but I don't care if you thought there was something wrong with it either. Anyway, I've never been one to care what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
I just think that at my age, it's too hard. It's not like I'd rather eat. I've tried to do a bunch of things. And I'm not good at it. So.
Carmen, I just want to go on record that I lost over 100 pounds before Ozempic was around.
Yes,
Galvin,
I do
you
remember
ran
that.
your ass off.
Yeah.
You did. Your
completely
transformation, because you got heavy when you came here.
I was already heavy, but
you
heavier,
blew up a little bit when you came here because we were partying and we were eating and we were having afternoon food all the time and all that. And then Galvin one day was like, I'm done. And he just started eating right and losing weight. And then one day when he had rocks in his nuts, he came out the next day and he was like, and I'm a vegetarian now.
Yeah.
And then the next day went to be a vegetarian. I don't have that. I really don't have that in me. So
I'm still lucky. I'm still enjoying a donut every morning, and I'm not gaining weight right now. So
good for you.
Suck it, everybody.
So happy.
Nice.
I will point out you're enjoying a donut every morning, and now your back hurts and you make noises when you get up. Just so you're aware of it.
Galvin.
Just so you're aware of
Spanish,
it.
want me to get a 2-for-1 on the surgery?
Yeah, 100%, please.
Yours probably you're little. It'll be a quarter of the price.
If you do get the surgery prior to, do we just go out in a blaze of glory?
Yes.
Like,
No, prior to
and-
you'd have to lose weight, right?
Yeah.
Don't they,
You have to be a certain weight.
So
to be able
no,
to
not
get the
that I
surgery.
know of. You get down to the wire. You have to lose weight. You have to go on like a liquid type diet before you go into
Yeah,
it.
we still got time though.
Yeah, I'm
Before
not.
that.
I know. I'm not. Listen, especially now thinking about it. I mean, you really don't know when your last day is going to be.
Yeah.
That is true.
And you get to a certain age. I thought 40 was the age. It's not. 40, you still got some leeway. 47 to 50 is where it really gets. After 50, you're like, God damn, I can't. I'm messing around now. Now it's
But
too
also, I think you want to kind of lose some weight on your own and get into healthy habits and stuff, because if you do get the surgery and you eat bad, whatever, you can just
You
blow it out
up again.
Yeah, just do it.
You gotta make a commitment to be healthy and do it the right way afterwards. You know what I mean? It changes your whole life. So I think I'm gonna do it, and I'm just too old to mess around.
We
You know what I
support you,
mean?
Michael. Not like we did with the McGriddles, because we're forcing McGriddles on you, but we support you.
I'm not
No
saying if
more
there wasn't a
McGriddles.
McGriddle here today, I wouldn't eat
I
it.
know
I'm
what you
just
mean. I know what you
saying
mean.
I mean,
the one guy that we know that did it, I don't even know whether he had talked about it or whether
I don't
it's
know
out there.
either,
Yeah. So, but he went to Mexico, and I thought that was a joke.
Well, Moose did that.
Well, all right. That was the guy we were not.
Good job, Gio.
Have we not said that before?
What an
I don't.
idiot.
That's what I was saying. I don't know whether that was out there.
I thought we said that
No.
many times. All
we have not.
right.
We probably said it to each other.
Way to
Yeah,
go, Gio.
that's the first time I've heard it.
Put his business out there, bro.
Well, either way, I mean, he looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but you think Mexico, you're like, oh man, what are you doing it on the cheap? Some guy's van down there and stuff. He said the reason he went there was because the facility looked amazing.
Yeah.
And he said it was whenever he went down there. It was state of the art. Everything was great.
He also had no health insurance, so he couldn't
Yeah.
do it here.
Oh.
So he had to go there. And but what he was saying was it wasn't like you went into a tent over there. You went to a high-end hospital and had it done.
So Mexico is a place for plastic surgery and just surgeries in general, and then the other one is Turkey. A lot of people go over to Turkey for hair.
Yeah.
But I
well, what do you mean for hair?
For like the
hair
procedure that I got.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because it's cheaper over there.
It not only is it cheap, but they have it down to where like you can go in and they could do your full head in like 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Because they got
Why
more
can't
than
they
one
do that
person.
here?
I think here there's a little more rules and regulations.
Isn't that how Kanye's West's mom died though? She was getting her butt implants.
She was getting her like,
breast done, I thought.
Oh, whatever. She was
Wasn't
doing
it-
a big job.
Yeah, but I thought it was overseas. Where
I
it
don't
happened.
remember.
Yeah, but
you might be right.
With all that money, why would they go overseas?
Because it was before he was like super famous. This was like on his rise.
She died She died after he was way famous.
That's what I thought.
100%, Carmen. She died within the last 10 years.
No.
Look it up.
That's what I'm doing right now because I know you.
2007.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah, but I mean, he was famous when I was on the country station.
Yeah, I remember hearing his name when he was producing beats for Jay-Z.
But I mean, he was famous when I was on the country station.
It was big news at the time that she had died.
Yeah, I remember.
Sad,
by the way, Moose just texted me and said, "Tell Gio he's a dick."
I'm sorry.
He said he doesn't care.
And Kanye's West first #1 album/song was 2005. So it was just 2 years after he became famous. So it was like one
Carmen,
thing after another. Yeah.
You're right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
These are things I say to my wife. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Well, because and on top of that, you have to think about like the surgery that she was probably getting. It was probably newer at the time.
Yeah, you might be right.
You know what I mean?
You know what that surgery is called?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of people. I mean, I have heard of people going overseas for organs. No. For like organ replacement, if you don't want to wait on a list, you can go and get your organs replaced for fairly cheap.
Blood spinning and all that kind of stuff that they do. Yeah.
Well, I heard a story of a girl going overseas to like Turkey to get her breast done. Came back, was down one kidney.
Oh.
So over there's no regulations, and then you it's not like you can just buy a plane ticket to go back over right away.
Well,
you know
that's called, Carmen. That's the old 2 for you, 1 for us.
Yeah.
They probably implanted actual turkeys in there.
Yeah, which, by the way, turkey hair, that's not going to look good.
Oh, no, never does.
Hey, you blow drying your hair?
Yeah.
My wife makes the best turkey sandwich in the world.
Oh.
And I hate cold cuts. Oh man. And she makes a turkey.
What is she doing that makes it so special?
Idea. I don't ask. I don't want to know the
What you
juice.
got? 2 slices of bread?
It's not. I have to tell you, there doesn't look anything. It doesn't look like there's anything different. I just think nobody's made me a sandwich in so long.
Is she doing it right now?
I don't think so. I don't think she is.
Will she do it?
I don't know.
Lettuce and tomato on it? Lettuce and tomato?
Put the vibe out?
My wife has been doing some modeling lately, and she's been doing a lot. She's making money and doing good. And yesterday she had a photo shoot, and she came home from a photo shoot in full makeup, and I was like, "Can you make me a turkey sandwich?" I had a supermodel give me a turkey sandwich.
Awesome.
That was a power move, totally power move. No, seriously though, there's just something about the love in that sandwich that makes it a lot better.
Yeah. They'd done a couple studies that proved that the more love you put into food, the more it affects people around you.
Oh, 100%. I remember all the time, my mom, I would go, "Will you make me peanut butter and jelly?" And she goes, "You make it yourself." And I go, "It tastes better when you make it."
It does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so weird because it's not hard to do.
Right. But,
you know?
Yeah.
But when someone else makes it.
Yeah.
And when they make it with love specifically, when their intention is
'Cause I
set
anger
with love.
cook.
You shouldn't anger
Wait,
cook.
why
That
are you
affects
angry
people's
cooking?
guts. Yeah.
My daughter, if I just did everything for everybody, and she's like, "Can you make me lentil pasta?" And I go, "Come on."
Yeah.
Oh man! I thought it was a turkey sandwich. I was so excited.
Great.
How dare you show up with no turkey or McGriddles? All right, we got to take a break. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. It's a Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone. If I had to go around the room and ask, I think we'd probably all have the same answer, but I'll put it out there and begin. What's the worst airline you could fly?
Spirit.
There you
Spirit.
go. That's the number one answer. Spirit is the absolute worst airline. And you might say, well, why are you flying it? Well, when I was flying it, it was one of only 2 that flew into Atlantic City. And one that flew to Atlantic City from here, and they only had 2 flights a day. And I've never flown Spirit without having a problem. And they always give you the flight's only $19. And then by the time you check a bag and agree that you need oxygen and you want to wear your shoes on the flight and all that, it's still going to be $600 anyway.
I will tell you this. I don't travel as much as you do, so I'm not on as many airplanes and stuff, but every airplane I've ever been on has all been the same.
Really?
They're all,
I never have any problems on Delta. I never have any problems on
I've
United.
never had any problems. I think I flew the Spirit one time to Vegas.
Right.
And it was fine.
Which is great. It is great if you can get it. If you get lucky.
Right. So if I'm doing it more, there could be a problem. But I've flown Delta, I've flown Southwest, I've flown all these different ones, and they're all basically the same to me.
If you told me, honestly, that if I had to go from here to somewhere in Spirit, or I could drive there, I'd have to stop and go, maybe we should drive. Like that's how bad.
Well,
how bad
if how many times have you been on Spirit?
30.
Yeah, so you've had way more experiences.
Yeah.
So
I've been on twice, and both times were fine. But I've heard you
hear stuff.
I was nervous because I'd heard all the constant horror stories.
Yeah.
I've had awful experiences.
Yeah, same.
One time I got there on time, they made up a new line specifically for my flight, and then they almost made us miss our flight, and the bags that we were supposed to carry on, then they told us that we had to check them because we were late, because of the line that they created, and they forgot about
Carmen,
putting us in.
I'm in the same boat as you. My number one problem with them was I show up to the airport at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's still dark outside, so maybe 5:30, with my grandmother. She needs a wheelchair. I get to the curb, I get her a wheelchair, wheel her inside because it's raining, then drive my car to the rental place, which is right across the street, return it, walk back across the street, still over an hour early. Get to the front, and they're like, oh, this flight's closed. How could this flight be closed? I called you. I said, is there anybody else on this flight? I was returning a rental car. Well, I had to drop off a handicapped passenger over here and return a rental car. It's raining outside. Well, we already closed the flight.
Oh.
It's over an hour before the flight. How did you close the flight? Because they do things on their own schedule and they don't care about how it affects you. We then had to take an Uber to Newark and buy completely new tickets to go on a different flight to come home. It is awful.
This is why I'm so glad they that Congress, I believe it was Congress, passed that law where now they have to fully refund you. No more, more garbage, no more
weather changes.
Get out of here.
It's really awful. And the problem was that the woman said, I'm so sorry, but because you weren't here, we assumed it was closed. She was like, no, you missed it.
Oh.
You missed it. I'm like, I didn't miss anything. I was at the airport over an hour and a half early, and I did everything the way I was supposed to do, and I'm dealing with somebody in a wheelchair. Yeah. To have any leniency whatsoever, and I got to tell you, this is not the biggest problem that I had with them. They are just terrible.
They're always late. They're never on time.
No.
And then, so when I had that they made up a new line just for our flight. They wouldn't let us carry on our carry-on bags. We had to check it. Then they tell us that our bags aren't going to be on our flight. They're going to come in a day later.
No, that's insane.
And we had to go back to the airport to get it. They weren't going to bring them to our hotel, even though we were staying 2 hours away. Right. And we were just like, I was like, I will pay double to never fly Spirit ever again.
I always take it, though, as you kind of get what you pay for, because if the Spirit flight is $100 and every other flight is $450.
But no flight at Spirit is $100.
Right.
It's their way they lure you in.
Yeah.
You become a member, and this flight's only $119. Oh, you have a bag? That's another $100. Oh, you got round trip? That's $200. Oh, you want to pick a seat? That's an extra $50.
But it usually comes up as the cheaper flights.
It always start out as a cheaper flight, but like if you're traveling with your wife, you have to pay now to sit next to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or else you guys could, you don't have to do it, but you could be sitting away from each other. I mean, it's just, they get you. It's a marketing thing is all it is.
And it's no longer free carry-ons.
Yep.
It's 20 to carry on. It's 70 to check. You know what I mean? Like nothing's free on that flight.
Yeah.
You got to pay to get on, basically.
Yeah.
And that's, even if you have a ticket, you still got to pay extra
And then
to
the
sit
seats
down.
are basically cardboard.
Yeah.
You're sitting on these cardboard seats. I mean, really.
That was the only complaint that from the 2 times I flew Spirit was that the seats were very uncomfortable. They felt like they were nothing.
If Spirit is the only option, I don't need to go there.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what I mean?
Mine was the direct flight to Vegas, which was like one of the only ones. And then one time I took it to Charlotte. So it was like an hour and 15-minute flight.
We should go to Amsterdam, though.
I mean, I would go to Amsterdam, but not on Spirit.
Oh, yeah. No. That's a 10-hour flight.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Now, Galvin, you say you don't fly as much.
Right.
You've traveled overseas and all that stuff. what do you do? Do you pay attention when they do the flight instructions, like the flight attendants?
Michael, I'm so much of a nerd that I will usually pull the pamphlet out and follow along on the actual pamphlet.
Really?
Yeah,
Nerd.
Yeah, but I don't know if you remember, one of my most embarrassing moments that I shared with you was we were on a flight and we hit turbulence and I squealed and the flight attendant had to come over and ask me if I was okay with one of the flights I was on with you. I believe that was when we were going to Canada. Yeah.
I always wear my seatbelt because one time I had really bad turbulence and I hit my shoulder on the side.
It hurts.
And now I see all those videos of people flying out of their seats and all that. So I always wear my seatbelt. Even when they tell you can take it off, I keep it on. That turbulence will get you out of nowhere.
Yeah, but so that's why I will.
So then let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If they tell you, like they did on this flight, this Spirit flight, passengers for a Florida-bound flight were left frightened after being told to put on their life vests for a possible emergency water landing due to a suspected mechanical issue, I would have stood up and I would have been like, "You suck, Spirit."
Sir, please sit down. We're about to crash.
Flight from Montego Bay to Fort Lauderdale. They told them that they were going to have to that they were suffering a mechanical issue and that they were going to have to return to Montego Bay, and then out of an abundance of caution, they told them that they should be ready for a water landing.
I'm okay with that because
No, I'm not.
well, you want a water landing, it's going to be much softer than if you have to like land on a road or a highway.
This is what you get when you land on the water. Like I don't want to land on a highway belly down either. But if you're going in, you run the risk of this.
That's I agree.
Flipping
I
over.
agree. So, but also, if you're doing the same thing on a highway, same. The only, in my mind, the only thing that makes it a little easier to swallow is if we do flipsy doodle in the water. When you hit that water, it's going to be. In my mind, I'm imagining a little more cushion than a highway filled with a bunch of cars that are all going to explode. You know what I mean?
It's not, and then also you're in the water.
Yeah.
In a plane with a bunch of other people.
So
You know
this
what I
is
mean?
just me. I'd rather drown than die in a fiery tomb in an airplane fuselage. But that's just me.
I'm just trying to think of what's easier to get out of. You know what I mean? Whether you're in the water or if you're on the thing, but then you have fire, but you have fire underwater too.
Yeah, you have fiery water tomb.
Yeah.
Fiery water tomb.
Plus, you're thinking all soft water. Thinking like when they jump from the skyway, they say it's like hitting concrete. And that's only, 300 feet, 400 feet?
But if the plane does land, it's breaking the surface, so it's doing, it's going to become less resistant after once you break the surface. So either way is terrible.
Can you ask the pilot's qualifications first before you start going down? You're
it's
like,
not Sully.
have you done this
First
before?
off,
One guy did it drunk.
First
Too
off,
late.
better be a guy.
Wait.
Oh boy.
Wow.
You better have gray hair.
Better be over 45.
That's funny. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning, Galvin.
Morning.
I've ever used them. Our family has property an hour north of Asheville in North Carolina, and I'll take a Legion out of St. Pete Clearwater to Asheville, and I've never had an issue.
Allegiant, Frontier, they're in the same category, but for some reason they're way better service.
Oh, yeah. And as far as being on time, I mean, there were a couple weather issues here and there, but the crews are great. I mean, it's a cattle flight. You're jammed in there like a tuna can. But it's an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm on the ground in Asheville.
Yeah,
so you can't beat it.
We used to do that to Biloxi. Every once in a while, Biloxi would send us a free trip, and they'd fly us out there on Frontier out of the St. Pete Clearwater Airport, and it was fine. It was it was no luxury to it, but you were there in an hour, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Never have that feeling on Spirit. I never go, oh, it's Spirit, just take us an hour, ever. Thank you.
Okay.
It's always a nightmare.
Always a nightmare.
I would never fly Spirit, but I would never fly Spirit if I needed to get someplace on time.
No.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like if I'm going just for a regular vacation and you can be a little late and there's nothing that you have planned, but if I'm going for like a work trip or something like that or surgery, not going because you're not going to make it.
Nope. You're right.
Yeah, or if you get there, your bags won't be until 3 days later.
Next day. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. We never heard about your fishing trip.
Yeah. I caught two big ones. Yeah.
Nice.
Solo?
By yourself?
All right, I didn't go.
Shocking!
No, but can I tell you why? I slept in my alarm. I shut my alarm off, and I didn't know. And then I called him up that day, and I was like, "Hey, I slept in my alarm and I missed a trip. And I go, can I go tomorrow? And the guy goes, no, we're full tomorrow. And I was like, oh. And he goes, I'll just give you a refund. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, listen, everything happens for a reason, man.
Yeah.
Well, you probably needed to sleep.
Tell that when a small business goes under. Everything happens for a reason.
That's right.
But I mean, the guys.
The guy was sold out. The guy was sold out.
Yeah. The next day, sure. Everybody goes to go that day. Your day, there was only 4 people. He's got to be able to feed his kids.
He's just out there.
Yeah, now he's out there.
Actually,
yeah, he's fishing.
What made that guy call in?
Which guy? Oh, that guy.
That guy. Like, did he really want to know about my fishing trip, or did he know I didn't go?
He probably knew you didn't go.
He's probably the captain.
It's funny you said it because I called up and I said to them, I go, hey, I missed it. Am I out of luck? The guy goes, no. I go, can I go just go a different day? He goes, yeah. I go, can I go tomorrow? He goes, oh, we're sold out tomorrow. And I go, oh. And he goes, it's easier if I just give you a refund and you just come back whenever. I was like, all right. Well, I have my name in it. He goes, I said, Mike Calta. And he goes, like the radio? I go, just like the radio. And he goes, same guy? I go, yeah. And he goes, oh. I go, I'm on the boat all the time. And the guy like, I never met you. I was like, all right.
Yeah. That's cool that he gave you a refund.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
They're very cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Rather than you cancel again, I'll just give you a refund.
His daughter's not going to college, but it's cool you got a refund.
Show us a bunch of heartless jerks.
Heartless jerk. You're the one who's making the guy not afford his mortgage.
I'm going back. I'm going to go. I'm going to try and go on Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah, you want to go?
I actually do want to go. I would love to go.
I was going to tell you I'm going to go on Saturday, but I got to ask my wife because
no problem.
She's going to be like, we have a party on Sunday, and you're going to have to do this.
You're on lockdown, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did a lot of things I was supposed to do already, so I'm ahead of schedule.
All right.
I'm going to officially say you can't do Tiza on the air.
Why? Is it? You can hear it? You can hear it? I'm out.
I took mine out.
Yeah.
You do too many though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
with
he
Spanish.
does too many, and he
One
does,
at a time.
Can I? Okay, so okay.
It's your fault.
Okay.
No, you're the
I
problem.
only
abusing the
have
privilege.
I only have one in, but it's the cherry chill one, and it's delicious, and I can't stop wanting to just suck on it like a regular tea bag. But I'm just
Carmen, can
Then
you
shut
get
up.
him? Can you get him to make one like one of the pods that you put in a coffee machine so that you get the big ball on the side of your mouth?
Wait, no.
Like, I mean, that'd be all good. Like you look like Raleigh Fingers in the 70s.
Yeah.
Big bull on the side. And
Just put 5 in.
no, I can't. Yeah.
One
Pitch
for
a
each
fastball.
cheek.
Where are you
Yeah.
put
I got a
them?
big bulge you can put in your mouth if you want.
I want one that tastes delicious.
Try it out. No, I've heard things.
Where do you put it, Carmen?
I am a left bottom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I switch mine up.
I'm top right.
Start left bottom, then switch over to bottom
That's what
bottom
I do
right.
because it gets too
Yeah.
feeling in
It
there. It gets
hurts.
to be too much.
I'm
I
top
can't-
right. Top right.
I just can't do the top. The top isn't big enough. I need the bottom.
Oh,
Some of us aren't
Bottom has
talented.
more room.
yeah.
You know, the dentist can tell when you put too much in the top. You know what's up.
Yeah, good for you.
Dentist.
Yeah.
You never heard that story?
Yes.
Oh, you know.
Don't abuse your throat.
Whoa.
Just saying.
See.
It's amazing how the energy just gets sucked out of the show with one bad joke.
I mean, I didn't think it was that bad, but no, he wasn't talking about me.
I apologize to Moose, by the way.
Yeah.
You did?
I mean, you keep saying it. You keep saying
He
it.
said he was okay.
When I have mine done, you can tell it whatever you want. Yeah.
Now, where are you going to get it done at?
Not in Mexico.
Guadalajara.
Yeah.
I know a guy who can make a recommendation for where you should go.
No thanks.
Where did Bobby go?
In New York.
It was in New York.
Yeah. No, I talked to a guy here. I'm going to go here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does Dr. D know somebody who does it? And
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Does Dr. D do it?
No. But you want to know the truth? The guy who does it is like the best guy in the area, and I could not get past the secretary to talk to him. I actually had to have Dr. D go through back channels to get to the doctor because that was
He is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that
busy.
kind
It is good.
of guy. So,
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Car, you coming too?
Yeah, I'm in. I knew-
Carmen.
Dude, it's so hard. I'm giving up too.
Carmen, can I tell you?
I think Ozempic would work for me, but I'm just not rich enough for it.
you can't get it through your insurance.
No.
Probably
You
not.
got to be
no.
diabetic.
You want to buy some
Yeah.
on the side?
Maybe. Yeah.
You got some leftovers?
I mean, I might be able to make a trade with you, Carmen.
Okay, deal.
Burn some calories first, then I'll give you the Ozempic. Can I tell you, I talked to the doctor, and the absolute worst thing about a surgery, what is the only thing that got me nervous?
I know. Catheter.
Catheter.
Yeah.
No way around that?
No.
No, they put it in while you're under, so you don't care. I mean, other than the embarrassment of them having to pull my little Piscaville out.
Maybe the secretary will do it.
Yeah. Do you want one of us to trip on it while you're in the hospital?
That's a true story.
Oh, dude.
That's a true story. My brother was telling a story about his friend. We'll call him Pat. That had a catheter, and the nurse tripped over the catheter wire and he yanked it right out. Now you had it taken out.
Mm-hmm.
He ripped it out himself.
I didn't have that. I had a stent put in there, and they went in through my. And so to get it out, they have to go in, pull it out, and do that. Yeah,
I don't like that the hand motion made it so much more real when you did that.
it was the mouse. It's like a cord like that, and it's got a thing that goes in and grabs it.
Oh,
and pulls
for
it
real?
out.
You're not kidding?
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's how they got it out. So I was laying there completely awake because they put the stent in whenever you're under. And this was for my kidney stones, but I'm awake, and I go, "You put it in when I was under. Can't we put me back under?" And they're like, "No, we do while you're awake." And I go, "Great, that's the best news." Literally, the nurse is just holding me, not my hand.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Are you okay?" I go, "I'm very nervous." And she goes, "Do you want more lidocaine?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes. And I go, all right.
How about a hug?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you bring in 2 more hands?
Yeah.
And then my doctor said, he goes, "I'm very good. I'm very fast. This won't hurt at all." And I go, okay. And he went, and he did it. And I went, "I was pretty good. You're pretty fast."
I have to tell you, there's some things like that I'm surprised that we're not more advanced on or haven't figured out another way.
Yeah.
Like my girlfriend who just had a baby, like the epidural, like she's explaining the process because they messed up the first one and had to redo it. And I was like, that's how they do that?
They go right in the spine.
Yeah. But they put like a giant hole and it's like a catheter that they go, and but they messed up the first one. And I was like, I feel like we've been doing this long enough that we should have that down better.
Yeah.
A lot of babies are born. They should have figured it out.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're already in a lot of pain. You're pushing out a human. We can't make this a little bit more comfortable.
The anxiety of them doing what they did was way worse than the actual.
Oh, I'm having it now.
But then the other thing is whenever you go and give blood or have to, do whatever with blood, they're so good.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of them are so good that you're like, that's it?
Some
Wow, that's
places.
great.
Sure.
There's always.
I went to go to a place. I won't say the name. Quest Diagnostics. That one of their people. I have never bruised and was in so much pain when I left there.
Really? Because that's where I do my lab work, and where I go is always they're always great. To the point where I pointed out to them, I'm like, first day.
Maybe she was angry.
Yeah. No, but let me tell you what happened to me one time, and this has nothing to do with the abuse. So I was giving blood in the bloodmobile one time, and the woman's like, I can't get your vein. I see it, and she's going in and out. Like she's literally going, and I'm dying. And she goes, I know. Do you want to stop? And I go, no. I go, you're there now. And she's going in and out, moving around. What happened was when she pierced my skin, a piece of the skin got stuck in the hole. So she could not get any suction, and she couldn't figure out why, so she was digging around looking. Meanwhile, that was the reason why. It wasn't her fault. She didn't know until she took out the needle and saw it on the end.
Yeah, but like we have big veins that you can see clearly, so when they're jabbing you over and over again, you almost just want to be like, I don't understand.
She's like, she was like, I don't understand why this is working. I could see the vein. I could hit it. Yeah, I was like, oh god, yeah. It was pretty bad.
When they remove the catheter, Galvin, can you?
Why do you have to keep talking about
because
that?
Catheter.
You could feel it from the inside.
Oh yeah. Can I? This may be gross to some people, but this is a great analogy. You know how sometimes whenever you pick your nose and you got a booger waving back, and you pull it out, and it's got the long thing to it. That's what it was, but down there.
Yeah,
but it's very satisfying.
I bet
it was very satisfying.
When I got my balloon sinuplasty done, that was they couldn't put me under, but that's the first time I've ever experienced feeling something on the inside like that.
I'm feeling something on the inside right now, and it's not good. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes.
No, this is Brett. I was going to say I had 11 surgeries, so I went through that 3 times with the catheter.
What kind of surgeries did you have?
I got Legionnaire disease in 2019.
Wow.
And I almost passed away, and I was in a 3-week coma.
Holy cow.
And so I lost my hands and toes in the process, but I heard you on the radio talking about the catheters, and so I wanted to call in and just tell you that I had it done 3 times.
And how bad is it?
Oh, it's bad, man. Like, I could feel it coming out, when they put it back in, it is horrible. It hurts.
Yeah, I was a.
Wow. Who dialed the phone for you?
Huh?
Who dialed the phone?
I can still use my stub to hit the buttons because the phone uses heat.
Oh, so you got no hands and no feet?
Yes, I got no toes and no hands. I got like one hand missing and half a hand.
And you got feet though.
Yeah, well, I got feet but no toes.
How's your balance?
It's pretty good because they taught me in the hospital how to like balance well. Like you do it like you're on the tightrope.
Okay. Oh, you got a good outlook on things. I'd be miserable.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah, and also wanted to thank you personally for giving me your shirt. I was at the Friday show for Pitbull Toddler.
Oh,
I just want to say thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
You didn't notice he didn't have hands when you gave him the shirt?
I didn't. I don't think I gave it to him.
I was standing right in front of you when you were playing your guitar, and you were too busy. And I was talking to the other guy, the guitar player,
Pete.
But you were too busy, and I had to leave at 11, so I never got to see you finish.
Oh well, now I feel terrible that I didn't get to talk to you, and you had no toes.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, man. I had a mechanical hand and everything. So
why did you have to leave early? You like a kid or something?
Oh. No, I can't drive because I'm disabled, so my mom had to come get me.
Oh, I would have sent you home in an Uber, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know.
All right, next time.
If they could put your hands back, but they had to take your feet, would you do it?
Well, he doesn't have.
Yes.
All right.
You'd rather?
No. Actually, no. I actually would like to have my feet.
Okay.
Because you can walk around, but your hands, you could.
All right.
You can survive.
What is your first name, sir?
Mechanical hands, huh?
What's your first name?
Oh, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Brad.
Yeah, I know how to spell Brad. Brad.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
How do you? How do you rub one out?
Oh, how do I rub one out? You have to use two hands together.
You just use the thumbs?
Yeah, just use the thumbs. It's very hard.
I gotta be honest with you. I might watch that.
Dude.
I'm not asking you if I can. I'm just saying I'd be interested in that.
Why not try the mechanical hand?
Oh, what are you nuts?
It's too powerful, and you might squeeze your thing off.
Yeah.
All right, makes sense.
I gotta tell you, I go hands and blade feet. Right?
Oh,
that's the way I go.
That guy was running like Olympics and stuff.
Yeah, and he murdered his wife and got away with it.
Yeah.
Brad, you should get one grasper hand and then one weapon hand.
No, dude.
Like Deadpool.
Well, I do have a weapon hand. I have a mechanical hand.
Yeah.
A whole mechanical hand.
But that hand, the mechanical hand, should be there to help you do day-to-day chores. The other one should just be like a spear.
Yeah. No, the other one should be flashlight.
Or
but mechanical hands are very expensive.
Is it super strong? Like you can crush rocks?
Yes, I could crush stuff with it, and if I hit you with it, I would break your face.
Wow,
it's amazing.
If you're friends with Brad and he's pissing you off, you go, Brad, go crush rocks.
Yeah, do that all the time with me. Yeah.
Well, Brad, I hope next time we come out there, I get to meet you.
Yeah,
we'll give you a high five.
I appreciate your shirt because I got your 3X large shirt.
Oh yeah, they had to go get the shirt from the truck. Now I remember the story. And how old of a guy are you?
The guy I'm 44. I got diagnosed with Legionnaire's disease in 39.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you have a pretty good attitude, Brad, for a guy who's got a couple of things going wrong.
Well, I've been listening to your show for a long time, so I appreciate you and your show. So I just wanted to
Brad,
call in and say,
do you want to hold on so Carmen can get your address so we can send you a shirt that actually fits you?
Oh, he can't hold on.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm going to put you on. Carmen, would you mind doing that?
I got you.
Thank you.
I gotta wait till we go to break though.
No, I'll grab other phone calls if you want to do it.
Yeah, I can't do it when you're on the phone.
All right, don't get mad at me.
I'm not letting them explain.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
I got to hand it to him. That guy's...
No.
All right.
We're grabbing, we're holding.
He's going to point it out.
Good morning, hello.
I think Galvin was talking about having anxiety before they're having a procedure done or something. But I have diabetic retinopathy, and I've had to get injections in my eyeball.
Oh! Now listen to me, sir.
Yeah.
I have had one in the corner of my eye, like in the and it hurts. I know how bad it hurts. The other day, Dr. D said to me, we're talking about pain, and he goes, "It's like when I shot you in the eyeball pain." So I know how that feels, sir.
Yeah. The first time he did it, he was like, "Do you have tattoos?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, it doesn't hurt as bad as that." And I'm like, "Yeah, the needle's not going in my eyeball."
Well, that's rough. Well, at least it wasn't in your wiener, so thank you, sir, for that. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
This is Fred.
All right, Fred, how you doing?
How do you spell
that? Anyway, I was going to tell you catheter stories. 3 years ago, I had prostate cancer, and had brachytherapy where they put seeds in. Anyway, after that, I had have trouble emptying your bladder. So every night for about, I don't know, maybe 8 months, I had to insert a catheter.
Oh,
Mamma mia.
They make you do it.
Yeah, I did it. The first time I did it, it was a little uncomfortable, but it's really not, or I didn't find it really isn't that bad. But like I say, I had to do it for like 8 months every night.
Oh, my God.
Were you calling your wife in after a while? Hey, honey, come check this out.
I did it a few times, and it's hard when you're all chubbed up.
Yeah, I was joking around. I said to my doctor, I said, if I come in for that, I'm going to take a Viagra first so you guys can. Oh, man. All right.
No, don't go that route.
No, that's horrible, and I'm glad you got through that, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Thanks. Oh, that hurts me just to think about. Imagine that every night before you go to bed.
No.
Like every night before I go to bed, I got to take my blood pressure medication.
Yeah,
I'm like,
but,
I forgot to take it. Imagine I forgot to put the tube in my wiener. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, Mike. So I Theismann my leg, and they had to give me a catheter before surgery. And the nurse came in and said, we have a training crew here. Do you mind if they observe the procedure? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So like a half a dozen young nursing students come into the room as they're doing the procedure. Now, what they didn't know, and we didn't know until later, was that the person doing the procedure had somehow cut something.
On you?
And yes, inside. And it bled and it scabbed. And so after I came out of surgery, I could no longer pee. And so my bladder just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then they had to figure out what was going on because I wasn't peeing. And so they figured it out sooner or later.
How did they have to go back in to get it?
Yeah, they had to remove the scab and all that.
Oh, man.
And so I could finally vacate.
Oh.
See, my problem is, sir, I'm going to be very honest with you about this. I'm moderately in doubt. I'm fine. Like I'm probably average. I think I got a little extra
I know
girth.
what you're going to say, Mike. I wasn't comfortable with half a dozen, kids staring at my wiener when it,
But I'm telling you, though, like if you ask me, I get in that semi-flaccid state where I can, it kind of looks good, it hangs well. That is not going to happen on this day. It is going to go inside. It's going to retreat.
No. There was shrinkage galore going on. I promise you.
Oh.
With witnesses galore. Yes.
I'm going to have to push on my belly to push it out.
Cringe worthy.
Oh,
Imagine the whole class is taking notes while that's going on.
No, this guy is way better of a man than I am.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call, sir.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you
Scabs.
for just giving me stomach problems now to think about. Oh, yeah.
Good luck, Michael.
Holy smokes. All this for weight loss surgery.
Listen, but you'll have me and Joe, the Gunga Dins, ready to help and however we
Will
need.
you guys, Joe, you push my belly. Spanish, you pull it out as far as it goes.
100% done.
Now I feel
Done.
better.
And we'll
Teamwork,
sing to you.
Michael.
Yeah.
Carmen, please don't forget about Brad.
Gotcha.
He's holding the phone between his neck and his shoulder right now this whole time. I'll take a quick break. We come back. We'll play a little Whose Tweet Is It Next on 102.5 The Bone.